a feeling that I get. It's a feeling that I don't regret. It comes on fast and it comes on strong. It comes from everywhere and it won't be long. Let me in.
All seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, ding dong, this is the song with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they bow, raising the sound. Oh, hill and dale, telling a tale. Gaily they ring, while people say, songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. All of they say.
The following special may contain coarse language, offensive opinions, random nonsense, ridiculous shenanigans, and passionate rants. It should probably not be viewed by anyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Are you ready?
We'll do it live! F it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here? Here we go.
Ship my pants.
I just may ship my pants.
I can't wait to ship my pants.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my bed.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of Hall of Fandom. I am your most festive host, Thundarius, and I'm joined by my absolutely amazing co-hosts.
Huge shades.
And I am Dylan.
And we are Cyber School Media. Pimp Daddy Christmas has arrived, and we are bringing you something special today. But before we get into it, let's start bringing on our guests. Look who else we've got. We've got Mr. Dustin Matson of the Deep Cut Podcast. Welcome in, sir.
How did I get here? What
Oh,
happened?
I thought Krampus shoved you in a bag and brought you over.
Yeah, I'm
Krampus.
a gift for all the bad boys and girls for sure.
Ooh.
About
Well-
a 4-inch gift for you. It's cold out here.
Well, speaking of someone else who's going to bring us a nice 4-inch gift, VHS Mikey, let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Look at that. How we doing?
I'm gonna give myself a puff of smoke today. Man, the audience is looking amazing.
Right. They're kicking ass. Welcome in, Heaven. Welcome in, Book Club of One. Oh, welcome in, Steve. I see we've been dropping our Steve emojis in the chat. Welcome in, Bell. Everybody else that I might have missed. Skoggy. It's gonna be a good day today. Kia free. There's a lot of you guys in here. Welcome in. Well, we got a time window we got to crunch this show into, so we're gonna make this one happen. However, if you see the pinned message at the top, if we make $100 in super chats, we're gonna take a shot of rocket fuel, or at least I'm gonna take a shot of rocket fuel. What is rocket fuel? It's 151 proof. That's made here in Iowa. So if we get $100 today, I'm gonna take a shot of that. I don't know if Shades is gonna join me or not, but I'm definitely gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see. It may
I don't
not
have
sit
any.
well with me.
Have some
I'm gonna have to get a bottle for each of the boys for doing shows.
Yeah, I don't drink normally, but I do it for a show, just for you guys.
Oh, there we go.
I'm more of a Kool-Aid burst kind of guy. But
Yeah.
You can
hey,
mix 'em.
man, I
Yep,
will.
yep.
I will make an alcoholic beverage out of it with my Snoopy snow cone machine. I'll make the world's tiniest margaritas.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
If Kool-Aid
Perfect.
ferments, is it alcoholic?
What's that?
Yeah.
If Kool-Aid
would be.
ferments,
Yeah, I would imagine. I
There you
had one of these. Okay,
put one in your basement until next year, and then
like
we'll-
2 years ago, I
Becomes
filled up my
wine.
trash can full of these all the way to the top. And they sat there all year long, and I've been drinking them over the years. And one day I was like drinking one, I was like, man, this tastes kind of like sewer or smells like sewer or something. I think they went bad. And so I don't know if this is one of them or not. I guess we'll find out halfway through the show.
Russian roulette.
Well, my
So-
hat's falling off over here, so I thought I'd change hats. I had a bet yesterday with one of our subscribers, Mr. Doug, on the Texans Chiefs game. And the deal was he sent us $100 on the channel if the Chiefs won, or if the Chiefs lost and the Texans won. I had to wear Texans gear in videos for a week. Well, I'm proud to say I'm not going to have to wear any Texans gear moving forward. So let's go. Let's go.
You got your chef
No.
hat on.
Yes. Now, I got something
Master
different
chef.
today to drink. I got some Wilson's Orchard and Farm Honeycrisp hard cider. It's grown here in Iowa. Since our local Hy-Vee didn't want to stock our annual seasonal oatmeal cookie stout, I had to go ahead and grab something a little different today to drink on stream. So that's tasty. That is
Man, I should've-
tasty.
I should have
It's
brought
kind of a
something a little
bummer
bit.
'cause I actually
I
like
got a
that
big
one.
old tub of butter I could squirt in my mouth, and if you get to your, all like, like what you want to do when you're at the movie theater. I have done that.
What the fuck is hard cider? That's alcoholic cider, Steve.
It's like beer
My
with
f-
culture.
They've got it over there in your land.
You gotta-
Strongbows from the UK.
You got to drink
I
it with
like
your
that.
pinky out for sure.
But yeah, we'll get into this here in a second. We've had an interesting week, as some of you know, getting roasted by Uncle Ray over on Vibe Reactions, and we sent it right back. So looks like we're gonna be getting on his podcast here at some point in the future. So shout out Uncle Ray. He is good shit. It's been a wild week, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Have you had your Christmas festivities, or are you still waiting to have them specifically on Christmas Day?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have mine
Waiting.
in a couple days, but I watched that special where you're getting roasted, and I thought you guys were good sports about it, and I thought it was a good
Oh, of
show,
course.
and it made me laugh like nonstop because I thought you guys had good roasts, and he had good roasts, and that's what you want, that good spirit going on.
Yeah, it was pretty good shit.
That was a good time. No hurt feelings.
I had my Christmas yesterday and today. I left and came straight here to get set up for the show today. So I'm good to go now. I'm going to relax, watch some football on Christmas Day because the Chiefs play again. And then the day after that, I'm headed to Atlanta for New Year's. So if you're out there in Atlanta and want to have some fun, Sunday, Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. That's the place to be.
I stopped
You're going to
watching
the strip
football
clubs.
after Refrigerator Perry left. Like I'm Refrigerator Perry was where my hard line. He was my hero, and after he was out of football, I had nothing to look up to.
The fridge.
We're
yep.
having our Christmas on standard Christmas Day. So, we got the kids and whatnot. So that's the kind of deal. Do a Christmas Eve with family and then Christmas Day and then get past it.
I had one this morning, a little kind of a brunch, lunch, Christmas at my mother-in-law's. And then we go to my mom's on Christmas Eve. Then Christmas Day, it's all mayhem here, shredding paper and throwing shit everywhere. Then I'm that dad now that like just has the trash bag. I'm like, put it in. That's my
I was
role.
just going to ask if that was you. Are you like,
It is.
no, we can't
Yeah.
have it. Because then the dogs will make a mess too. They'll tear that paper up even more.
Yeah. I'm like, you don't have to tear it up. Just peel the tape off. We can reuse that.
Gingerly open it. Yes. My dad
do
used
you
to wrap
hold your,
presents with aluminum foil because he wouldn't even tape it. He would just crumple aluminum foil over it. Like, that is the most white trash shit ever.
you hold your cigarette and say, show it to the camera,
Yo.
Well, do you guys know what we're going to talk about first today? What are we going to talk about first today?
I don't know.
Shit, I didn't even know we had structure. I'm excited.
We got all the
official show
topics at the
today.
bottom of the screen.
We got 13 Yule lads to discuss from Iceland.
Oh yeah, Dylan's been on an Icelandic Christmas kick lately.
Oh, yo,
Yeah,
I've been sort of seeing your posts, and it's making me curious of what's going on with it.
Bi-curious,
Somehow-
maybe.
I am a handsome devil, and I do wear pink shirts.
gonna
So no, somehow the Facebook algorithm decided to flood my timeline with Icelandic culture. Don't know where that came from, but now I'm an expert.
Hey, did you learn about Yola Boca Flud, the gift of giving books on Christmas?
Yes, and I learned about the
Dylan is the
Christmas
sausage
witch.
swiper.
Yeah, I hang in the rafters, and once you smoke the sausage, I come down and I snatch it.
Oh, I remember that guy. I just saw the same thing on my feed. We must be getting the same algorithm thing going on. It's like that and girls with big titties. That's all I'm getting on my feed right now.
See, I don't get that one. Facebook knows I'm married. They're trying to keep me out of the doghouse.
Unless you
Trying to
open
keep you out of
Twitter.
trouble.
If you ever open Twitter or X, if you accidentally open that, it's like vag.
No,
Constant.
99% of X is OnlyFans. I'm out of
I'm
that
not
one.
even following these people. Why am I seeing this shit?
I only use it for the NFL stuff and to follow some other creators because it will always break on X before anywhere else. Even live at the draft in person, the draft results were getting leaked on X before they happened in real time in front of me. So that's where I got to go for my news, baby, when I need it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only get on there and look for specific things, so I don't like just randomly scroll across shit like that.
Specific boobs.
I really like chaos, so I always look to see if the world's burning or something. I'm like, yes, people are upset at each other. I got to watch this.
People are getting upset over here in the comments about ciders. Hard cider's alcoholic. This is 5%. There's other ones I get that are stronger. I've never had this one. And yes, there are ciders from various fruits. Various fruits, man.
It's
I've had
apple,
pear
ale,
cider. There's tons of good stuff out there, man. What's up? It's all good. You're not too late. We haven't really gotten into the topics. What's up, Infrared? Gausu. I can't see. I can't read. But it's going to be a good day today. Well, our first topic, I got something to share with you guys. Shades.
Time out.
Wait, time out.
Big. big news, guys.
News.
So my great friend, all of our buddies, Mr. Groovy Movie, Sean Scar, got engaged today. So
Oh,
congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Congrats to Sean and
that's not-
Jamie.
That's not the button I meant to hit, but
It works. Yeah. So
I got
real
you
quick.
covered, man, on class.
Yeah. No, he's a friend. He supports us all in all of our endeavors. The dude's like the greatest dude on earth. I love that guy. So wanted to shout him out. He'll watch this at some point. Not sure if he's on yet, but yeah, I wanted to say congrats to Sean and Jamie. Big news for them. So yeah, super
he'll
happy
be
for my
coming
guy.
on. He'll be coming on here in 2025. So
Yeah.
He was originally in the Shit My Pants video, and then he couldn't make the show, so I had to put Mikey in it today.
Well, you know, I'm a good scab.
He couldn't wait till Christmas to pop the.
Well, see, I think he wanted to be authentic. He didn't want to be cliche. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Plus,
super
when you
stoked,
get a
super happy
gal,
for the
you
guy.
got to lock it in. You know, if you get a gal that actually wants to hang out with you and that treats you well, you got to lock it in right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He could have dressed up like Hot Frosty.
Maybe he did. I don't know.
Well, speaking of Hot Frosty and other movies, our first topic of the day is we're going to talk about Christmas movies today. Now, everybody's got a rotation they tend to watch every year. I've got something right here that Shades shared with us today in our group chat. And it's a nice little stack of Christmas movies here. We got Christmas Vacation, Die Hard, A Christmas Story, Gremlins, Home Alone, Scrooge, Trading Places, Nightmare Before Christmas, Lethal Weapon, Batman Returns, and Ernest Saves Christmas. That's a pretty solid list right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. No, when he posted that,
Nightmare Before Christmas, that's all I would get rid of.
See,
I like
I
Nightmare
think
Before Christmas.
so. If you think from a marketing standpoint, that's the most brilliant strategy. He's got Halloween and Christmas covered. He's fucking double dipping.
Yeah, I mean it's
Double-dipping.
it's not a bad movie. It's just not one that I go for a lot.
So
You
my
know me,
youngest
I like the
watches it year round.
puppetry of it all. You know,
Mhm.
you don't
I
like
just wa-
musicals, is that correct?
Yeah, I hate musicals. I did just watch Scrooged the other day for like the first time in the past like 6-7 years, and I forgot how fucking perfect that movie is.
It is.
Dude,
good.
the movie
That
in the
means I
movie.
have to watch it now because Thundy just watched it and like, man,
Which
It's
movie?
so
Which
good.
movie?
Scrooged.
Yeah, I love Scrooge, dude. I love Scrooge. It might be one of my. I had never watched it for some reason, and this year I'm like, I gotta watch it to talk about it on the show. I'm like, this might be my favorite Christmas movie, dude. This is super good.
It's so rad.
I haven't,
Bill
I haven't
Murray's
seen it in years.
yeah, he's
We need a full length movie within the movie.
yeah, we
That
do.
would be fire. Yeah.
Yeah, like WNUF Halloween
Yes.
special. We even have like the faux commercials. Let's do it.
But
Yeah, maybe we should put together a little Christmas something or another, like a tape or something.
I'm with it.
Tapehead Christmas special.
I've been teasing them like Tapehead and King Arthur's Court. I think I send you something like every day.
Yeah, medieval
Medieval
tape.
Tapehead versus
Tapehead, yeah.
Krampus.
I know I can't remember if I brought it up the last time I was on your show, but I'll just breeze. Tapehead is not dead. Tapehead will be back. There are plans. That's it. That's all. So,
Merry Christmas.
yeah,
He's saving up for that
Yes,
medieval
yes.
Tapehead set. I can see
I
it.
am. Yeah,
And knowing some of the plans, oh buddy, is this gonna be a fun one? That's all we're gonna say about that.
I'm not even in on it. I don't know any of it. I'm just gonna
Clue
keep
you in
sending
as
them
soon as
dumb
we're off
shit
the air.
until some of it sticks.
it's coming. But
I did
yeah,
bring Ernest Saves Christmas though.
Hell yeah.
on-
Nice, nice.
on glorious VHS because
Nice.
I knew we'd be talking about some kind of Christmas tape today.
do
You
do
mean
any
Vern?
of you? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Noah.
said, what do you mean, Vern?
Do any of you
Know what I mean?
on Christmas Day? Do you ever put Christmas Story on a loop? Like, remember back in the day, like TNT or TBS or whatever would just play Christmas Story
24 hours. Yeah.
None of you guys do that? Like,
No.
No,
That's
I
something
got
we
it
do
right
in
here,
our
man. Of
house.
course, I put that on a loop.
on Christmas
know?
Day, my wife starts it at like 5 a.m, and then it just plays all day. Just start it
Someone's
up.
asking
Man.
if we know about claymation Christmas.
Hell yeah. California raisins.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. That means we're all old as shit, but we do
Yeah,
know.
that's all right.
Shush it, Dylan.
You know.
Shush it.
I'm not. I'm young, but you guys are all old.
I got the silver hair. I'm
It's
old as
starting to show
balls.
up in my beard now, so
I
shave
call them
it.
highlights.
Little
I just call them highlights.
I've been doing the Macho Man like the villain suit or villain pro wrestler. That's
Yeah.
what
Oh,
I've
you
been
look
going
like
for lately.
you look like Big Papa Pump.
Oh yeah.
Big Papa.
His
Papa
son's
Pump.
getting into wrestling.
Hmm?
Steiner's son, he's getting into it.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Looks like him too.
Oh man,
We have a
Go ahead.
controversial take in the chat. Christmas Story is the worst movie ever, I swear.
Oh,
Grew up with my
man.
dad playing it on repeat. I never wanted to run away from home more in my life.
Jesus
Well, then you
teaches
can't
us
have your presents.
forgiveness, so we'll forgive you.
You can only open one present after each viewing of A Christmas Story. So Christmas takes all
Man.
fucking day, like 24 hours, buddy.
Oh man.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, you
Mr.
fall asleep in
Magoo's
your
A
chair and you
Christmas
wake up
Carol?
and you didn't miss anything, you know?
What do you know about Mr. Magoo over here?
I know about it, but I haven't watched the special.
Yeah, I
I
remember
don't think
him, but
ever.
Yeah, I
been
think
a
that was
while.
even like before our time. Like, you know, that like it was old when we were kids, type of deal. I think, maybe.
Oh yeah, Magoo's been around a long time.
Magoo.
Old blind bastard.
Mhm.
Snowman is far too epic for an American audience to watch. What do you mean? I need to go watch this now. We watched Rare Exports the other night.
We did.
Out of a
Snowman, it's,
recommendation.
Where they're hunting that serial killer.
Oh, that's the one where Snowman. I don't know.
I don't know that one.
I can't think of the guy's name that's in it. I own it. Go figure. It's in the video store. But I watched it once and it was pretty rad. But it's been like 4 or 5 years since I watched it, so I honestly can't recall much other than it being kind of Silence of the Lambs-y, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, solid. Just
So-
older than
so-
dirt.
We got Christmas Vacation, which is an absolute classic. Everybody loves Christmas Vacation. A
No.
Christmas
they- I-
Story.
I don't. I don't love it.
You are
I don't
fired
love
again,
it.
sir.
No.
I gotta leave chat, man.
Oh come on.
Chevy Chase is a dick bag.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
There goes
Chevy
Dylan.
Chase.
Oh,
Chevy
you guys
Chase
gotta
is a
watch
dick.
Saturday Night if you think he's a dick
Okay.
bag, because they really cover that like really well.
So yeah, Chevy Chase and like Clark Griswold's a total piece of shit. Like, and all he is. Fuck that guy. Merry Christmas.
I'm out of here.
Bring him back.
You notice Home Alone 1 is in this stack, but not Home Alone 2. So
I watched a lot more Home Alone 2 than Home Alone 1 growing up.
The president's in that. It's cancel culture. That's probably why it's not in there.
I think Home Alone 1 is a superior movie, but Home Alone 2 is
It
a
is.
lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a, you know, obviously it's bigger and better. It's the same movie over again, but just bigger. All the same like gags, but
Yeah, it has all the notes
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
What if you make Home Alone, but the paint can is real?
better watch out.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah,
I think they should do a new Home Alone, but he's all grown up, and not like he gets left at home, but his kids leave for some reason, like off to college, and he finds himself alone again, and
kills
then
himself on
the-
Christmas because it's
Yeah, well, that could happen too. Then he gets addicted to it ends up like Party Monster. He gets addicted to drugs and goes on
so
a bender. But
In 20 years, they're gonna make a legacy sequel called Nursing Home Alone.
oh, you got an
Can I
audible
be an
groan
extra in
out of
that?
me. I love-
I mean, Pierce Morgan's in Home Alone 2. He plays the homeless lady, right?
Yeah, the bag lady.
The Snowman is an animated 20-minute film with a musical score behind it. And Infrared says the Snowman is a super annoying earworm. Avoid.
Okay,
I can't have worms in my ears.
completely
Speaking
different
of
from the one I
earworm,
was-
I'm actually working on a tape with a buddy that has a lot of like cool stuff, like different music videos, and we got the rights to them and all that stuff. So I can't wait to show you guys that. And I'm working on an earworm puppet for that. So that's weird that you should say that.
But
The
so
hidden-
then we got Gremlins over here, which is
My
an
favorite.
absolute classic on here.
That's my favorite
that
Christmas
again.
movie.
you got
Really
so
good.
much
It's really
Gremlins,
good.
Memorabilia.
I do. I got memorabilia. I've been on podcasts. I love it.
We've
I wear
worn
the hat.
Gremlins hats in
Yep.
our videos.
Yep. I wore a Gremlin's hat and drank Slipknot whiskey for Corey Taylor. Good times.
The Corey Taylor video dropping tomorrow. Corey Taylor, his Xmas song is dropping tomorrow, so y'all have to go check that one out.
Nice.
We talked Home Alone, we talked Scrooge, Trading Places. I haven't watched that one in a while.
Oh man, that one's a classic.
And I usually don't lump that in with Christmas movies, and I don't know why. It just
Yeah, I didn't really think of that either.
no, it's a great movie, but yeah, I don't really ever lump it in with Christmas.
What is that one?
Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy,
Eddie Murphy.
Jamie Lee Curtis first topless
Oh.
scene. Hamana,
I say
ow.
as you're saying that, but
And doesn't Dan Aykroyd do blackface in that movie?
I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that, but
Jamie Kennedy taught us that she didn't show her tits until she went legits.
That's right.
Screen
Before
reference,
he's
deep
paid.
cut.
Now I've got a question in the chat. Please tell me the Gruffalo is a thing over there. What is the Gruffalo?
I've seen the Gruffalo, actually, the animated feature, and my kids loved it. It's hard to explain.
Mark Ruffalo and Janine Garofalo.
Gruffalo, he's kind of like a mythological, like a cryptid sort of an animated feature.
is that an
Did you say?
Icelandic thing or what? Icelandic?
No, I don't know, it's European, but yeah, the Gruffalo animated shows are pretty solid.
I'm gonna have to do some
Okay.
digging because you know us with cryptids.
Yes.
We talked a little Nightmare Before Christmas. We got Lethal Weapon on the list.
Always forgotten that it's a
Classic.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I'm always on the fence whether it's because if you say that's a Christmas movie, then you got to say anything with a Christmas scene in it is a Christmas movie, and that covers a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Lethal Weapon has like more of a Christmas background than like just a flash. You know, there's some decent Christmas footage.
Lethal Weapon 1 starts with "Let It Snow" and a hooker jumps out of a building. I mean, is that Christmas? I mean,
What's
it's
more
only in the
Christmas than
song.
that?
And she did a bunch of blow, so you
Yeah.
know, like I feel like that's
sounds like
festive.
Christmas to me.
That's somebody's Christmas. Yeah, that's somebody's Christmas wish. You can't judge.
So I feel like if you're going to go down that road, you got to lump in a lot of different things.
Yeah, I mean that
I'm
does
not
kind of open
against
the
it,
doors.
but it does change the rules, you know.
About as Christmas as Die Hard. Listen, we will get to that. We will get to that, all right?
Yeah,
We got
it's
we
weird.
got
that
Batman Returns. Batman Returns on the list.
that is that 100% a Christmas movie. The whole
Absolutely.
thing.
I
That's a
watched it for the first
badass
time in years the other night. And man,
Danny
I forgot
DeVito.
so much about that movie.
Bro, Danny DeVito kills it in that movie. Plus, there's a reason why I have a Batman Returns calendar in the video store, and it has never changed the page from Catwoman. Cause hello,
It doubles as a stroke mag, right?
yeah. I mean,
You set my expectation for what I would want from a relationship for sure.
could be worse. My nose could be gushing blood. I don't get it.
It's the best Batman movie ever made.
It is.
My favorite scene is when he drives the mini Batmobile.
my God.
None of it makes sense. Everything is out of convenience. The writing is not good, but it is fun.
And Dustin's favorite actor, Andrew Bernarski's in it.
No, Dad, no.
You guys are giving me the wiggles. I'm
I'm gonna get into a
Hang
fist
out.
fight with Andrew Bynarski before I die. That's and
You
anyone
call me up. You might need my help.
I think just give me a step ladder. I'll jump off it. Anyone who doesn't know who that is, if you've seen The Program, if you're a football movie guy, he's the guy who
Latimer?
does all the steroids and they're like spitting in each other's mouths.
Yep, Christian Latimer.
Yeah,
I think everybody has a celebrity they want to punch in the face.
yeah. I got.
Mine's
legitimate
Tom
beef with
Cruise.
That dude. You're gonna knock his tooth in its right place.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock out that floater and give him 2 normal teeth.
Why him?
I don't want to say the S word on the thing because they'll come for us,
Oh.
but yeah, just his whole aura needs punched in the face.
I'm like that about Steve Shives on YouTube. I don't know what it is about him, but I decided if I ever met him, I was just going to headbutt him right in the teeth.
There you go.
Well, we talked a little about Ernest Saves Christmas. So what are some other movies that aren't on this list? Maybe something that's a horror movie or something that's obscure that you quite enjoy.
So there's a horror Christmas anthology called A Christmas Horror Story. William Shatner's in it. The wraparound story is super good. I watch that one a lot. I think it's a really good anthology. I'm kind of a sucker for those kind of movies, but that's one I would throw in there. Krampus, it's fun. You know, it's not like the best thing ever, but I enjoy Krampus.
So it's like it's weird because it's not like a great movie in the grand scheme of things, but every time I watch it, I'm like, man, this is really fun. You know what I mean? So
I
I
like
always
the
have
toy
a fun,
stuff.
yeah, I have a really fun time with it, and I'm like, I need to see because Scream Factory put out the naughty cut that's R-rated,
Yeah.
so I want to
That
see how
sounds
much
good.
it differentiates from the PG-13 cut because the people who made Krampus gave us Trick or Treat, and it's
Yeah,
the
Michael
best.
Dougherty.
Yeah, it's the best Halloween movie that there is. Like, it's almost not even up for debate how much Trick or Treat is better than everything else. So I want to see the full like vision for Krampus, but maybe one day I'll spring for that $25 special edition. I don't know.
Well, someone mentioned, why has no one mentioned a Charlie Brown Christmas favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I got the
we're
tree,
talking
man.
about
I mean, come
random
on.
ones.
I brought
he's
this
got the tree
Charlie
right there.
Brown tree.
I have one as well. I've got one of those decorated in my house.
It's on the other side of the camera.
Right here.
Yeah, if it's not in camera, it doesn't exist.
We brought
That's
it up
real.
in
Said
passing.
the kids call the Harry Potter series Christmas movies. There is one that has
I
Christmas
can
in
see
it.
that. They always
cold.
have a holiday moment though with it
Yeah.
every time.
But yeah, we brought it up in passing when we were talking about Home Alone. But I think another like sleeper hit that when it comes to Christmas movies that not a lot of people talk about because I didn't even know anything about this movie until we blind bought it. And Dylan's a fan of it, and I think Thundy, you watched it recently and became a fan of it. Better Watch Out. I think Better Watch
Yes.
Out
Yep.
is it's I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't
Right.
seen it, and the best thing to do is not even watch a trailer for it. Just
No.
watch the movie. That was one of the things. I bought it at Walmart on DVD for like $9.95. Came home, started watching it, and was like fully invested. And then like it just keeps ramping up and just keeps getting better and better. And there is kind of an homage to the Home Alone paint can rigmarole. So
Great movie.
it's so fucking good and extremely slept on. I don't know
Mhm.
why it's so slept on, but
Yes,
It
it's
looks
very good.
fun.
Like you said, go in blind. You're going to have a much better time if you go in blind. But it is
You did, correct?
absolutely an interesting watch. I went in
Who's it
blind.
got in it?
You tell me to watch something, I don't go look it up. I download it. I go find where I can watch it, and I watch that shit, man.
Who did
See,
you
and
have
this
in it?
is a situation where
it's-
that cover art's like that's too much. Even
I mean, that could be something that relates to Home Alone, man.
So if you look at the cover art of the actual DVD, it's like the babysitter and the little boy.
Mhm.
Like and they're like huddled up. That's it. Yeah, this is a little more like there's violence afoot.
Mhm.
I don't know. The other one's more of a suspense cover. This is like, oh, someone's gonna get their skull bashed in type of cover. So
Well, speaking of people getting their skull bashed in, you want to know what one of my favorite Christmas movies is?
What's that?
oh, Santa's
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I got that on DVD.
Me too.
Dude,
That
Santa
Santa-
Sleigh. Looking at Bill Goldberg of all people playing evil Santa Claus out here killing people. It's so much fun, dude.
He's got to take him out before Hanukkah.
Real quick, Adam Bazil in the chat said Reservoir Dogs. I watch that every Christmas. No joke. Yesterday, I just told my wife, like, because we had just recently watched Hateful Eight, because that's a Christmas movie to me. It's cold, miserable, and so I like to watch Hateful Eight during Christmas. But I said, I'm totally fine with just having a complete Tarantino marathon. Start from Reservoir Dogs, go through his entire filmography. I don't
Jackie
know.
Brown.
It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with Christmas, but I feel like that's a good tradition that my wife and I could get into is like take 2 days and watch all of Tarantino's films. I do. Jackie Brown is getting a special edition like
Ooh, nice.
soon. So
Makes me happy.
yeah.
I know some people that do the Lord of the Rings marathon every year around Christmas. I
Oh,
saw
man,
Return
I'm
of the
in for
King
that.
here in town on Christmas Eve when it came out.
That's
I'd just be
Dustin's
getting my
favorite
noose
movie.
ready. I'd be getting my noose ready. Yeah, you guys would come in ready to watch
like-
fucking 17 hours of people walking, and I'd just fucking be.
Yes.
He would want him walking to the Puppet Master song the whole time.
Oh, yeah, that's my
Well,
favorite.
with Cheeto dust on their
No, don't talk about that.
And then push me down into a thing of sour milk.
Don't talk about Cheetos.
I love
Gross.
Go to My Heart. I know him too well, I think, at this point.
Yeah, there's rules to this shit. We don't mention
All of my
Cheetos.
kryptonite. Yeah.
I don't know
other
where the
Christmas
comment went, but I think Skaggy mentioned Elf and the Jack Frost movies, both the horror and the family movie.
Hey, I'll tell you, that's why I don't eat carrots.
I think the
Oh yeah.
I think the family movie is actually scarier. Like the way the Frosty snowman guy looks. I don't know. He looks creepier.
Michael
I don't know
Keaton,
what
right?
it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Michael
Yeah,
Keaton
right?
dies and then comes back as a snowman.
Right.
I never watched it
Oh,
because I was
yeah, I forgot about that one.
a horror.
Holy
Hey,
shit!
Uncle
Uncle Ray in the
Ray!
chat!
Uncle Ray!
Hey, what's up, man?
Merry Christmas, buddy.
I'm gonna give him a couple puffs of smoke.
Yeah, that's the man.
Hey, Ray, I needed you to know one thing.
I am a Rudy Poo candy ass.
That's how you sound in your videos. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I
What's
watched
up,
that
Uncle
video.
Ray?
It was
Unc.
good. I liked it a lot. And I
Yeah,
have no
man.
attention span, so that to me that's a compliment. If I can watch your video from beginning to end and it's over an hour, you made a good video.
Dude, I got so many rock clips on standby, dude. I have so many.
Just ready.
Oh, yeah.
The Rock loves pie.
Okay.
Hey, man, we're just having some Christmas movie talk over here. We're about to get into our Die Hard debate. So I guess we can circle back to this if we want, but Die Hard, let me put a poll in the chat.
I didn't even know this was a debate topic. I should probably
know.
Get the memo.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty one-sided from us, I think.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I should have got the memo.
Yeah, it is. I'll just vote that it is.
Yeah, 100%.
The
Probably
poll's
gonna
up in
watch it-
chat.
probably gonna watch
Don't
it tonight too.
don't mind the poll options here.
I'll play devil's advocate and say it is not a Christmas movie, but
You're a Drake fan.
Oh.
I don't like Drake either.
Yeah.
So I'm not a Drake fan, but still, oh. we have a special emoji for that, you know. We have drop your fuck Drake emojis in the chat. It is. See, Uncle Ray says it is. Well, I
Hey,
think
if Unc
I
says
think
that's
Unc
law.
says it. So we'll go around. And I say it is. Shades, what say you?
What?
Die Hard. Christmas movie, yes
oh, yeah.
or no?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Dylan,
Absolutely.
Dustin,
Yeah.
Mikey.
No, not at all. Because if you say it's a
Bro.
Christmas movie, then you got to lump in every other thing that ever had a Christmas scene in it.
Hey, there ain't no
do I
lumps in
gotta
these
bring
mashed
some?
potatoes.
Do I got to bring some receipts? All right, I'm gonna bring some receipts. Okay.
1 second. The entire score to Die Hard is Christmas music.
Absolutely.
All the
thing.
background music, is Christmas music.
Is Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie then?
Yeah.
Yes, it was in the
All
stack.
right. We'll just anything
So
with a
now that we're
Christmas
getting
thing
into
in, there
this,
you
I
go.
got one thing to say, everybody.
Welcome to the party, pal.
It's time to get into it. I
From my
brought
wife.
receipts. I brought straight up facts. All right. Science. There are 19 Christmas trees in Die Hard. There are
damn it,
15
man.
unique Christmas decorations in Die Hard. There are 12 Christmas carols in Die Hard. There are 13 uses of the word Christmas in Die Hard. And there are 4 other Christmas references in Die Hard.
And one custom Run DMC Christmas song for the soundtrack.
That makes it Christmas.
Hollis
All right.
Time.
So,
I
Christmas
think
Time in Hollis,
that's
Queens.
fair. I'm going to succeed on that. You got me on that.
I mean, yeah, it's
We have data.
yeah.
I know it's
Hard
popular.
number crunching
They
data.
sell the Christmas ornament now of it. Like you can go
Dustin's
to
got
Hallmark
the-
and get a Die Hard Christmas ornament.
Dustin's got the Nakatomi Tower.
Yeah, I do.
I pulled this From By the Numbers, Science Proves Die Hard a Christmas Movie on YouTube. This dude
Oh,
breaks it all down right there for you.
Have you seen the inflatable front yard like Christmas decoration of the Nakatomi Tower with John McClane jumping off of it? That's a thing you can buy. You can buy that shit at Walmart now.
I feel like I've seen a picture somewhere, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll have to pull it up and send it to you guys after the show.
For people who say, well, Home Alone's a Christmas movie, but Die Hard's not, you want to see how Home Alone stacks up against Die Hard?
Sure.
Oh, look. Oh, Die Hard blows it out of the water on everything but unique Christmas decorations and other Christmas references. Look at that. By the Numbers, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Doesn't everybody consider A Miracle on 34th Street to be a Christmas classic?
Yes,
of
I've
course.
heard.
You want to see how Die Hard stacks up against that movie? It blows it out of the fucking water. Look at that.
You're killing me with this. Like I look, I'm one of the few people in the world that when they're wrong will admit it. And I will admit right now that I am wrong.
You fail, sir. You get nothing. You stole fizzy
I'll
lifting
take the
drink.
L. I'll take the L.
No, too soon. He's got 20 more slides.
No, Mikey's in here. Mikey's in here doing this.
Just a fly in the ointment, Hans. A monkey in the wrench. A pain in the ass.
Yeah, you guys are killing me. Roasting my chestnuts here.
Oh.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Chat has to agree. I mean, there's...
And I have something else that the last line. You know what the last line of the movie is?
Merry Christmas.
This is their idea of Christmas. I gotta be here for New Year's.
This is their idea of Christmas. I gotta be here for New Year's.
Our guy will come in clutch.
It's a he's saving his family movie. He's going there for Christmas. He's bringing his kids Christmas presents. That happens during a Christmas party. It strategically happens during a Christmas party because of everybody who's there, who's not paying attention everywhere else. There are multiple things. He sacrifices himself for people. Like, come on now. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. End of discussion. Period.
With you.
I can't look, I tried to argue with you, but you got me with the slides, you got me with the logic, you got me with the facts. The chat's against me on this one. I'm succeeding, and Unk's on it. I can't fight you guys on this. So I hate being wrong really badly, but I'm wrong on this one.
Oh, look at that super chat. Thank you, Book Club of One.
How many copies of
you
Die
gotta
Hard do you
dance when
own
there's a super
on
chat.
VHS, Mikey?
What's that?
How many copies of Die Hard do you own on VHS?
I have 3 copies of Die Hard.
Now you got to draw Christmas hats on John McClane on the cover.
The funny thing is I had it on my original VHS Christmas tree on the top. So I'm a total. I'm against my own views here.
You hypocrite.
There's a picture of me on Instagram right now holding it up with gremlins and a bunch of other stuff with a stupid look on my face. You guys can be like, you are wrong, Mikey.
Mikey out here like,
Hans, Bobby, I'm your white knight.
Oh man. I'm like a hipster. I had to be different, of course, you know.
It's weird because now there's a bunch of like hate on people who, consider Die Hard a Christmas movie. Like, you get attacked for saying that it is. Like, oh, you're so basic. You think it's a Christmas movie. And it's like,
I get the opposite now. People attack you if you say it isn't now. Look at you got the whole chat. All you guys. You hate Mikey now. You don't want him back.
So you just got to be yourself.
94% say yes. 6% say no.
6% can get these hands. I'm just kidding. You can like.
I told you the only way I'd fight you, Dustin, is in a diaper in a kiddie pool of coleslaw.
And cream corn. Let's go.
Good Lord.
Cream and with Cheetos in
it. with that super chat was Die Hard is a Christmas movie. So if you want to try to sway us that it's not, you're gonna have to super chat higher than that and say Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
You got to pay us. It's like a sponsorship. It's like people only do things for money, and that's just like really sad.
I'm about ready to throw that. Throw in
Oh, thanks, Unc.
Thank you, Ray.
Man, Unc coming in to dunk on me so hard with that. Damn, man, I can't win today.
Said Die Hard
we all
will
win.
forever be a Christmas if you smell what the vibe is cooking. P.S. Mikey looks like an emo Santa.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I guess in pro wrestling you always need a heel, and that's my job today.
that unicorn looks like Weeble's crazy horse, Mikey.
Well, I have my unicorn because I shake a lot, and I used to shake the camera all the time, so I try to shake the horse now instead.
That's what I do when the camera's off.
And plus, you know, when you guys don't know what's going on, it's all like.
Guys, 2 hours ago, Beard Meats Food dropped a video. Oh no, we're gonna have to go watch that when we're done.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Speaking of Beard Meats Food, should we could circle back to Christmas movies if you want, but should we move on down to the next topic?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I
Let's
got
go.
roasted enough. I got roasted out of orbit.
All right, so that is the wrong slide. This is the right slide. We're going to talk a little bit about Christmas movies. Music. Chris, I haven't even had a shot of this stuff yet, man. And come on now. Christmas music. All right. Now, most people aren't huge fans of Christmas music. So a lot of people are like, I'm not watching your Christmas music videos. Until we told them to, they did and go, this is amazing. So if you were here at the beginning of the show, we had Lyric Noel's Carol of the Bells music video playing during the opening. Oh my goodness. Steve! Look at Steve.
Thank you, sir.
It's saying Mikey, Mikey, Mikey. Did you hear that in the song?
If you smell what the vibe is cooking, then you're smoking his stash. Not sure Ray will like that. I got my own stash, baby. Mariah Carey, Point Blank.
I hate Christmas music.
Dude, Mariah
What, we're at
Carey is painful to listen to. I mean, I like to spend some time with her, but I wouldn't want her to sing to me, period.
All right, so we're at $42 on the way to 100. If we hit 100, I'm taking a shot of 151 proof with shades.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I'll
You thought
I'll
they
crack
had
open my
to
Kool-Aid
donate
first for you
100
guys.
specifically.
No. Once we get to $100 in super chats.
You got to get wasted. We're
I
so
want to get
wasted.
chocolate wasted.
I need to call my agent. I need to get on something else here. I'm gonna go on Unc's show. Maybe he'll be nicer to me.
No, he will not.
I know. I watched it. I watched the show earlier. It was good. I liked
Unc's
it.
got a
It's good.
question for Mikey in the chat.
Yeah. I mean, I don't look. I haven't put a hole in it yet, but there's always room for Jello. You know.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
If I get
So
I'm
someone-
down here in the South. If I get any lonelier, we might be talking.
So someone
Oh, man.
said that they're not a fan of Christmas music, and I'm not typically a fan of Christmas music. My
don't
favorite
love it.
Christmas album, Twisted Sister made a Christmas album, a very twisted Christmas. It's amazing. They blend regular Christmas music in a rock style with their own tracks. So it's really good. It's a fun listen front to back every Christmas. I make Shades listen to it with me every Christmas when we drive to Omaha for stuff. It's a fun one. Now, we've also covered some various Christmas songs this year. Tomorrow, we're dropping our Corey Taylor. We're also dropping another one on Christmas Day. That's another. I would say, do you think that they're a metal band? Would you consider them a metal band without spoiling who it is?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Something that's in the style of Rob Zombie, but it's not Rob Zombie. So we covered Beard Meats Food, his Christmas song this year, that is always to raise money for the Stroke Association. We covered Lyric Noel's Silent Night, where Dylan wore his Gremlins hat.
Who's the guy that looks like iDubbbz next to that?
Right there?
Yeah, he looks like iDubbbz from.
Oh, that's
YouTube.
Prof. That's
Okay.
Prof. And
you watch his
Lyric
boxing
Noel.
match?
Prof?
No, iDubbbz's boxing match.
No, I did
No,
not.
it was cool. He lost, but it was still cool.
Well, Lyric Noel is someone who's very special to our channel. We've become great friends with them. And her Silent Night cover, man, blew us the fuck away, man. Blew us away. They did Making Christmas, where they wore makeup, Carol of the Bells. We also covered Frog Leap, Mr. Leo's last Christmas cover. So we're covering every December. You can count on us to cover metal versions, maybe some rap Christmas songs, fun Christmas music, not stuff that you're gonna hear at the mall and want to 86 yourself.
I mean, I thought that
In
was one of the
Minecraft.
perks of Christmas music was to kind of bring you over the edge.
Yes, we covered Prof this week, everybody. Apparently nobody's got the notifications this week for it, but we did cover Prof this week.
I love YouTube, man.
Yeah, they hate us.
Also hate me. So I get it.
As soon as once I realized that like my channel wasn't, once I just accepted my channel wasn't going to make it, it actually made me happier because I have no stress anymore. I'm just like, I just make what I want now. I'm like, and just hope, and it doesn't make me feel bad when it doesn't do well anymore. It's weird. I just let go of it, of that desire to do well on YouTube, and now I'm happier as a result. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I just take my pennies every day. Call it a day.
That's my coach.
Skoggy asks, have you heard Small Town Titans? You're a mean
Love
one, Mr. Grinch. Love that song. Love Small Town Titans. It's so fucking good. We almost
It's
covered
one
it
of my
again this
favorites.
year, just even though we've all heard it a million times.
Yep. No, that's one of my favorites.
Sting, Gabriel's Message. I can't say I ever listened to Sting. Now,
Gordon Sumner?
the only Sting that I rock with is this one right here.
That's a good.
Is this
thing
one
to
right
rock
here?
if you're gonna rock one for sure.
Yeah.
What about the Blade Sting? I know you rock with that one.
I mean, I'd rather have like Goblin Slayer.
You're so picky.
But yeah, is there any other Christmas music that you boys like? I know Dustin was mentioning something earlier.
Oh yeah, it's sure to give me hate. Santa Claus is a Fat Bitch by the Insane Clown Posse. Let's go.
Oh,
That's a
man,
good one,
that's
man.
a
I
good
like
one.
the Insane Clown
It
Posse. They're cool.
You know,
They're funny dudes.
I embrace the hatred I get for forever being a juggalo. So
Well, I'm glad that you never let it go, man. When I was watching your trampoline wrestling video and saw your Juggalo friends, and that many of them were still your friends, it made me sad. It made me realize that we should have grown up together. So I liked it. I thought it was awesome, and
definitely
it said a
should've.
lot about you.
And I'll tell you this: if I didn't get old, I would probably still have dreadlocks. So
I don't miss mine. I did not look cool in them at all. Zero.
I
cool.
didn't look
I have
cool
under
either,
my hat.
but I just I can't. It's hard to let them go. You know, they were beautiful. to
I
me.
put
Someone asked
electrical tape in mine, which was a bad idea.
Someone asked if we're going to play music on this live. Well, we played a Lyric Noel music video at the beginning, but we're not going to play any music during the live because we don't know if there'll be copyright or not. We know Lyric Noel will be fine, but we've got a lot to talk about in the show today, so we're not going to spend, half an hour listening to music when we've got our favorite entertainment of 2024 coming up next. And I know that segment is going to take a little while to get through. So, we're gonna keep her moving today, but we were like, hey, we gotta talk Christmas music. We gotta shout out Lyric Noel. We gotta hear what the other boys' thoughts are on Christmas music, since Dustin is our resident horror expert. So we gotta always get his view on side of things, and he's a big rap fan. So I figured he'd bring us something interesting today. And we got our VHS enthusiast over here, always bringing us interesting things too. So
I'm making something for chat right now. Somebody said something nice about me, so I don't get nice comments very often. So thank you, Cosmic Vanguard, for that nice comment.
Oh, look at that. Look at
I don't know if
that.
you can see that, but
I give you compliments all the time.
I drew
I
you a
love
little
you, man.
horse on there too. I drew you my little
Froggy
horse
did
on
say much motherfucking wicked clown love. So
Yeah.
Nice.
you know what I'm
See,
saying?
I didn't know what that meant, so
Hey,
that's why you're here.
Dub C, Wicked Clowns. That's backwards because I'm backwards on my. Yeah.
I was the first one to get an Insane Clown Posse tape in my town. I gave it. I had a buddy that I knew it was for him. It wasn't for me, but I knew he would love it, and he never stopped running with it. So I'm glad I gave it to him. he was the real ninja for sure.
Yeah.
Brandon Fred should do a Christmas track for charity next year. I think it would raise quite a bit of cash. I think so too. I still stand by. I want him to do a song that's thematically created around the concept of the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. I still think he could do something really cool with that.
Maybe if you guys are good, Mikey and I will record a Christmas hip hop song. And you guys
I
can
will totally put some bars down.
Okay, hey,
That would be awesome. I'd be.
What
all
do
for
we
that.
need to do to bring Arson Trait out of retirement and MC Donald collaborating?
Donald,
Yeah, let's go.
Oh man. Well,
I'm
so
for a
you-
limited time though. I warn you.
You're like a McRib.
my son is doing hip hop
But
now.
actually delicious.
And
Yeah.
so
I
I've
like
come out of
McRibs.
retirement to do 2 songs with my son already, but to do a song with Mikey, that doesn't take any arm twisting whatsoever. If he comes and
As-
visits, we'll do a song together.
As long
in
as
the
we got
same
some
room.
punch claps, I need some like 90 beats per second, like old school. Like if it's too fast, I ain't those guys that can like blah, 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 blah,
No
you know.
double time.
I'm more of a
Something
punch
you've never
clap
heard
kind of
before.
guy.
Triple time.
Chopper style.
Yeah. Or quadruple time. I was quoting Mac Lethal when he battled Dirtbag Dan, but
We will wrap gifts like we're an automatic Santa cannon.
oh Lord, yeah. That's one thing I'm missing. We got to do a song together, Mikey.
That
Before
sounds good.
it's too
I'm not.
late.
I'm joking, but also serious. That's kind of my personality 90% of the time, at least.
Same.
But I'm not, swinging
Well-
from the rafters or whatever.
Any other comments on Christmas music before we roll into the final segment of the day? Because this might take a while. We get done early. We can always go back to talking more about Christmas movies. But you guys got any
got
other
one song.
final comments? All
One
right.
song, Seasons Upon Us by Dropkick Murphys. It's a good time.
Ooh.
Again, none of us really listen to traditional Christmas music. So Corey Taylor's Xmas, Dropkick Murphys, Seasons Upon Us, good fun times. Kind of a negative tale of Christmas, but, doesn't make us Scrooges or anything like that. It just means we like to have fun.
I thought I had some Guar Christmas stuff, but I don't think I brought it with me.
That would be amazing.
Wait, let me look.
The only like classic Christmas music I really enjoy is Frank Sinatra because he's Frank fucking Sinatra. Okay.
Sipping like
Never heard of
I
him.
didn't bring the
whiskey.
right thing.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Who's that
Never
Frank
heard of her,
Sinatra
yeah.
guy?
Sipping some
Frank
whiskey with like
Sumatra?
an ice cube in it.
Is it dubstep?
I love me some Rat Pack stuff.
Smoking a
That's my
cigarette.
kind of thing.
My
slapping
favorite Xmas track is River by Joni Mitchell.
I don't know it.
Don't know it either.
I don't.
I don't know the song. I know who she is.
Joan Rivers. No, I'm just kidding. That's someone completely different.
Now for something completely different.
Now. Mikey ran away.
Hell,
He'll be back.
you know what he's probably doing?
Oh,
I'm
Feeding the horse.
I was putting on my Christmas tree.
I was letting my oats out. I can bring them back for everybody.
All
This was
right.
a trick-
Well,
It was a trick I learned early on though, because I noticed I used to shake the camera all the time, and I was kind of shy on camera, and having something in my hand kept me from doing like that meme. I don't know what to do with my hands. That's me in a nutshell. That's why you always see me holding something weird in a video, whether it be a Kool-Aid burst or whatever.
I always have like 14 drinks just in, for my nervous.
I'm actually down to
nervousness.
one today. I don't know. I couldn't find my all my extras. I don't know what's going on. Must have finally pounded them all.
I don't know. You should say it like that.
I don't know. I'm gonna get all ready for the next segment though.
oh my God, I almost spit my cider out everywhere.
Busting out the shaker.
I should have brought two so I could help out you guys.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best.
Oh,
All right, LaRusso.
I actually own 16 shake weights because I was trying to get my whole town in on a music video where I'm shaking and I go past people and they start shaking and then we all start shaking and nobody would participate with me. And I bought them
Bunch
for
of
nothing.
bitches.
I was
Oh,
trying to get the
man.
fire department to do it with me. I thought that would have been hilarious, but they're worried about getting in trouble or something.
Don't want to ruin their
Man.
perfect image.
Yeah, that man. And we live in a TikTok culture. You think that wouldn't even be like a no thing?
The tactic. Well, are we ready to move in? Our final segment. This might take a while. We can circle back to other discussions.
I'm good.
Let's go.
Let's dance, baby.
All right. So, favorite entertainment of 2024. So, I asked the boys, I said, hey, this will probably be its own show next year, but let's talk about what our favorite movies, series, and music artists of the year are. And we'll try to do a top 5. If you got a little more, if you got a few less, it's not a big deal. Now, this is something that you have to have had watched. So if there's something that's very popular that's not on someone's list, odds are they either didn't like it or they didn't watch it. So the requirements where you have to watch it. And if you didn't watch enough new 2024 stuff, but you watched a lot of other stuff, you can then replace it with whatever you've been watching. So
I had to do
we
that.
have some
Spoiler alert.
switch ups, some change ups with people like Dustin. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But nobody knows what anybody else put but me. Everyone had to give me their stuff. I put some graphics together. And then, no one else knows what anybody else has said. Also, aside from those 3 topics, Dylan and I decided to do our top 5 music albums of the year because I know that there is some heated debate between us on that topic. So we'll get to that. We will get to that. But I think to start, let's start with our favorite music artists of the year. So let me get things pulled up here. Free to talk amongst yourselves while I pull. We'll start with Mikey because
Oh
he's
man,
our newest.
I'm coming in late. I
addition
gotta
to the
come in hot
channel.
like that. You gotta warm the audience up.
Yeah, I thought you just warmed yourself up a second
Right?
ago.
You just
I
warmed
can
yourself
get
up with that
warm
shake weight,
warmed
dude.
up, man, I'm not afraid. I'll work a crowd.
Ain't scared.
All right. So
Alright. Oh, I like this. This is official, and I have a little graphic and everything.
he got graphics. So Mikey's top 5 musicians of the year doesn't mean they have to be brand new. It doesn't mean they even have to be alive.
Well,
Because
keep in
number
mind,
5,
this is my gym playlist. He said, "What are your top 5?" I don't really got favorite bands. I love so much stuff. So this is just what was on my gym playlist, like immediately. All right, so let's
like
go.
it could be artists you think are the best. It could be artists that maybe had a big impact on you this year. Because that can change for me from time to time, year to year, month to month. But his first is Marty Robbins. You want to tell us who Marty Robbins is?
Marty Robbins. Keep in mind, I live in the country, and I've lived all over America, and everywhere I lived was a small town. So I just one small town after another, and I started playing this game called Fallout, and it was one of the singers on it, and I really liked his tune. And then I heard an old guy out here playing it just casually, and I didn't even know he was a thing outside my video game at the time. So I completely fell in love with his music. And I don't know. I just you can't take the country out of me. I don't know why. I might not look very country, but I live way out in the country.
It's like
So
Mikey's
Marty
house and
Robbins.
fields.
Yeah, so lots of fields on the way to my house.
Let us know your top 5s in the chat. But next at number 4, he's got Jelly Roll. Would you like to tell us why Jelly Roll's your number 4, sir?
Well, I'm a depressed fat man who's trying to bring joy to the world. And I feel like when I listen to him, that's what I hear. I hear a depressed fat man bringing joy to the world. And you could feel the pain. Like it's hard for us to walk across the room. You know what I mean? So when we sing about a sad thing, it's coming from like I just walked across the room and I was sad. So I'm out of breath and I have tears in my eyes. And that's why he got that little tattoo of that tear under his eye. This is just me bullshitting at this point, but but I don't know. That's why but I did connect with his music. I don't know. I like really depressing stuff when I work out because I want to remember why I'm in the gym. Like,
It's weird reverse psychology.
you know,
Yeah, no.
I mean, it is, but it's fair. I don't know.
yeah, I like to depress myself in the gym. So Jelly Roll was definitely, I probably would have put him higher up, but right there, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be that guy. I prefer his older stuff. I sound like a crotchety old man, but I do. It's true.
That's okay.
Hipster.
That's okay.
His whiskey sessions is still my favorite stuff he's ever made.
Well, I think he's getting
So-
happier. Have you seen his woman like that?
I
don't
mean,
think
I'd be
he's
pretty happy
as-
too.
I don't think he's as sad as he once was. He's trying to make sad songs, but I don't think he's as sad as he was. So I think that's what's going on with him.
I like Jelly Roll and Struggle Jennings. I like their Waylon and Willie series. You know, all 4 volumes of that. I really dig that stuff.
I like Jelly Roll and Little White. Huh?
You got a good album together.
Little
Well,
White-
number 3, we've got some Johnny Cash. I think I can see a pattern here.
Why am I so country?
You're
It's
a little
the
bit
horse.
country. We're a little bit rock and roll.
That's why, I got my horse, like
Yeah.
I live in a 1-horse town. He just happens to be a unicorn. I don't know. I love Johnny Cash for the same reason. I mean, you can feel the pain in his music. Even when he's singing something hateful, it's coming from a hateful pain. So when I'm angry, I want to listen to Johnny Cash. I mean, everybody has that guy that you want to shoot in Reno just to watch him die.
I love everybody.
Well, coming in at number 2 is Oliver Tree.
Oh,
Oliver
man.
Tree is such a
That's-
breath of fresh air.
I thought that
That's
was
the
Weird
most Mikey
Al for,
pick.
like, half a second.
It's very Mikey.
Can
That's
you
the
see
most Mikey pick.
personality though? Like here's
Yeah.
my sad side, and here's where I'm starting to like get into the Mikey area, and I'm somewhere in between. I love his stuff. I mean, I don't like when he sings over the kind of the techno beats. Like he'll do a techno. You shouldn't. I hate when rappers do it. They'll get a techno beat and I can do it. Yeah, just because you could do it, don't mean I want to listen to it. So
Right.
I like when it's just some punch claps and he's just like singing his sad cowboy song. That shit is dope. Punch claps, keep it slow. Oliver Tree, 100%.
Well, Gore
Well,
rounds
yeah, I
out
know
the top of
Gore.
the list.
I'm the manager. I didn't want to say the F word real big, but I've seen Guar probably more than any band in the world. I love puppets. I love costumes. Even though I miss Odorous, I still have accepted the new singer and everybody in my heart. It's not the first time I've heard new singers in Guar.
Hey, I thought you couldn't have the same band if you changed lead singers. That's what half the Linkin Park fan base thinks.
You got to change the name.
I don't know if I said that, but I'm going to rescind it if I said it.
No, you never said that.
Okay.
That wasn't a Mikey statement.
Yeah. I love Guar. My buddy used to, like, when I come over to his house, he would give me Guar school. He would sit me on his couch and be like, you got to watch this whole tape and then I'll play Transformers with you. So, and so he would make me watch which one was this one? Oh, Ragnarok. This one's really good. This is like a Guar movie with a budget. It's awesome.
So Mikey is not very hip to Rin. And you're gonna be surprised, neither's Dustin. And you might be shocked at where Rin may lie or not lie in some of our lists, but everybody will explain themselves when we get to our lists. But every one of these lists I will post in Discord and I will post on our Facebook page in their completedness for everybody. So there was Mikey's list. Now we're gonna move into
different.
Now it's
Dustin's list.
completely different.
Oh my goodness!
I'm excited. I
so-
can probably guess some of these.
I'm an odd duck, fellas, folks in the chat. I'm a different kind of cat when it comes to my music. I kind of listen to everything, like Mikey was saying. He'll go country, he'll go rap, whatever. But this year has been a crazy, like, personal journey for me where I've kind of struggled with some some things here and there, and I'm also on a intense weight loss journey, getting in shape and training with my son, and so it happens to be a lot of stuff that we listen to in the gym to kind of get us
Need any tips, dude? I got you.
hyped up. Yeah, man. Send me a couple shake weights. You got 14 more? I'll learn how to juggle shake weights. But so I listen to some indie stuff, and I'm just kind of all over the place. So coming in for my number 5 is a rapper that not a lot of people know, DZK. And if you don't know DZK, I suggest that you do some deep diving. Check him out on YouTube. Way back in the day, there used to be a website called rapbattles.com, and people would like go in there and like it was called GRB, and people would like sign up and battle each other. So like you'd record a full song, and then another person would record a song, and then you would advance and then you could win money. And that's how I discovered him. And he's
So
just
you could have been on that. Your stuff's dope.
I did do some stuff on rapbattles.com and got spanked a couple times, but
That's cool,
but I
huh?
also handled some business a couple times. But DZK has just been like a huge part of my life since probably 2005. And
He's on a super dope soundtrack too.
yeah, he's also on the Tapehead soundtrack, which was amazing. He was like, yeah, man, whatever songs you want, put on there, do whatever you want to do. But he lyrically, pound for pound, he annihilates people. He chews them up. His punchlines are through the fucking roof. He's a true battle rapper, a nasty battle rapper. And I love him. And he's done tracks with Cannabis, and which is another rapper that I really like. But yeah, DZK forever. Look him up if you don't know him. Go down that rabbit hole. I sent Thundy Shadowville's Battlefields, I think, because I was like, if you don't know him, this is like a good introductory track. But
This dude was so underground. He was so fucking hard for me to find. The first one I found, I sent him to, I sent everybody their completed list to make sure I found the right everything and had them in the right order. And he's like, that's not him. I go, well, that's what came up on Google. And then I looked again, and I got like this like duo of dudes, and I'm like, that's not it. So then I had to go. I found his Facebook page and found a picture. So
Delta Zeta Kappa, Andrew Jackson. So that's my number 5. And number 4, R.A. the Rugged Man, another, in my opinion, criminally underrated lyricist. Also one of the best flows in the game. He can do nice, slow, chill stuff, or he can just rip you to shreds. Does not know how to make a bad song. It's impossible for R.A. the Rugged Man to make a bad song. And I mean, he hypes me up, and he's amazing.
R.A. the Rugged Man.
He's so nasty, and would have been 2005, I think. He was in Omaha, Nebraska, and I got a picture with him squaring up and him punching me in the face. Yeah.
Do you listen to any rappers that smile?
Well, maybe the next one. Oh
yeah.
All the time smile.
I can't, I will never shake this. This is who I am to the core. When I first started, picking the music that was going to shape me as a teenager and whatever, I found ICP, and I love what they do. And I'm not a fair weather fan of ICP. I will forever be an ICP fan, much to, the detriment of my wife, who fucking gets so annoyed that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to listen to this or whatever.
But she truly loves you. So
she does. So she's not going anywhere. And the Wicked Clowns will never die. Even though probably the last 7-8 years have not been fantastic when it comes to releases with them, but their old school catalog will forever be flawless. So I love them. I love who they are. I love what they represent. And if you're hating on me for liking them, if you ever get a chance, if you feel like broadening your horizons, read the book Behind the Paint by Violent J, and it'll they're so innovative when it comes to like how they manage to corner a market and how they manage to blow up. Even Dylan, we've talked about that, like, and Dylan's not a big fan of them in any way, shape, or form, but you got to
respect them.
Hustle. You respect that hustle,
Oh yeah, no, I respect the indie hustle for sure. Yeah.
I like
figured you'd
Stranglemania.
appreciate the
I think
poster
it's
that I
awesome.
found too.
It is a good one.
And if you have any
Stranglemania
problems
all
with
day.
Dustin or anybody's list today,
Or go fuck yourself.
Hey, man, and that's the beauty of I don't look down on anyone for what they like, and I think it's a weird thing to say, but horror movies and the Insane Clown Posse gave me all of my morals, which is really fucking weird when I'm 14 and I'm like, oh, you shouldn't be racist, you shouldn't beat your wife, you shouldn't be a drunk, you shouldn't do a bunch of drugs. I'm like, yes, and now here I am 40 years old and I'm like, I don't do any of that stuff. I'm like,
I think we need to pick up the pace a little bit. We got a lot to go through. But number 2, who are Hilltop Hoods? I've never heard of them before.
You're lying.
Nope.
Did you?
I've never heard of them either, actually.
Dylan, you know Hilltop Hoods?
I can still hear you. Keep them
I
rolling.
do not.
They're a British rap group, and they're fucking incredible.
I'm
I don't know how
unfamiliar.
else. Just they're so good, and they can kind of go from pop to really aggressive punchline hip hop. It's really good. I'll send you some tracks when we get off of here. Kind of a slept on group. Also, was one of those things where I had Pandora open and I was listening to music like this, and it played a Hilltop Hood song, and I just instantly became a fan. So Hilltop Hood.
Check it out. You might have sent me stuff. You send me
Clark.
songs.
We were
all the
talking about
time.
fucking Christmas Vacation. Just look up their song Clark Griswold.
Okay.
Hilltop Hood's
I would
Clark
like that
Griswold.
one. I think I would dig it.
Slide into my DMs later.
I will slide it right in there. Mike.
Right in my DMs.
And number 1 for me, I will keep this moving. Mr. Vinny Paz himself, Jedi Mind Tricks, or just Vinny Paz in general. That New York hip hop is some of my all-time favorite. It's the sound. It's aggressive. It makes me hit the heavy bag and hit the speed bag at a certain rhythm. Makes me feel invincible. Makes me feel like a bad man. And that's the attitude I like of hip hop. It's kind of like, fuck everybody. I'm going to kill you all.
I just heard werewolf noises. Who has the werewolf?
Okay. Who brought
That's
this up?
me. I guess.
Speaking of Dylan,
2.
he's next on the chopping block. And he has some honorable mentions, so we'll start there.
Okay. All right. So BLP Kosher, Jewish rapper from Florida, dropped an album called Scarecrow. My son introduced me to BLP. Clayton and I talk about music a lot. He kind of threw me that one. Super clever wordplay. I'm a big fan. His album that just dropped is fire. Super good.
Hold on, Dylan. We got 5 gifted memberships from Book Club of 1.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
wonderful.
thank you.
Thank you.
Or does that constitute what is that? What even is that?
Yes. Ed, that's wonderful. Thank you.
That gets us a lot closer to our goal if we're talking about raised funds, but
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Gage is like, that's not a super chat. That doesn't count.
It does.
Ed, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Well, what's your number 5? Lyric Noel.
Absolutely. Shades brought her to our attention, knowing that Cry Little Sister from Lost Boys was going to be a huge, huge song for all of us. We love that movie. And she absolutely killed it.
Too.
Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then since then, it's just become a good relationship, with the band. We talk to them on a regular basis, trying to work out some stuff to get them on the channel next year. Just from, somebody that we discovered through the channel and have taken a super active interest in career-wise and personally. I had to put her on the list.
Number 4.
Knocked Loose, the boys from Kentucky. Some debate about where they fall, hardcore, metalcore, metal band, whatever you want to say. One of the best heavy bands out there today. And when they got their moment on Jimmy Kimmel and the boy Brian Garris hit the 10-second pig squeal, that's a huge moment. Like, I know a lot of people were critical. There was some heat on the Kimmel show for having them on, but I remember young me and the bands I listened to, I would have killed to hear 18 Visions on national TV. So the fact that Knock Loose got that moment to shine, and I really hope there's no gatekeeping. People aren't going to be like, well, I liked him before Kimmel. I hope everybody gets into Knocked Loose. I fucking love that band. They're super good. Another one that's really high on my son's list. We saw them open for A Day to Remember several years ago, and their progression has been just super amazing to watch. Their climb has been great. They seem like great people. So Knock Loose is number 4.
Number 3.
The Graying. So this one, very, very little known, I'm sure, to pretty much all of our listeners. And unfortunately, like across the country, The Graying doesn't have a huge following. These guys are a metal band, metalcore from Massachusetts. Their singer, Jordan Stevens, was in a band, a huge band for me years ago called It Lives, It Breathes. He played bass and did the harsh vocals. He was in a band called Our Shadows. And then he's been in The Graying the last several years. I think phenomenal album, phenomenal dude. You know, Jordan and I talk on a regular basis, and it's a band that I want to use my platform. You know, one of my goals with this channel is to be able to say something and people will listen and react, right? I want to move the needle for these guys. So The Graying, amazing band. The fact that Knock Loose got the national attention they did, you know, it leaves me hope that bands like The Graying will get a bigger audience.
Number 2.
Cane Hill, Swamp Metal. Love these guys. Been listening to them for a long time. The album that they dropped this year is phenomenal. I've been listening to the singles as they dropped throughout the year, and when the full album came out, it was absolutely amazing. I can't say enough about Cane Hill. They should be a household name. They shouldn't be playing small shows. You know, they're coming to Omaha. I'm going to go check them out at the Reverb Lounge. So still playing smaller venues. They deserve a lot more spotlight, but I'm going to support them all the way.
All right, and number 1. He's about to piss everybody off in the chat.
I don't think so. So
I don't know who that is. So.
Yeah, Echo. First track we covered, Nobody Like You or Nobody Like Me. Echo and Tech 9. I had not heard him before, and since then, right away from that track, I went through his back catalog and was just blown away. I like his message. You know, he speaks for a lot of people that have, you know, the similar issues, you know, the anxiety, the mental health stuff, self-doubt, the way he has his expressiveness, you know, the words he uses, it really speaks to me, and he's done a lot for me personally. You know, I really dig into his career. Pressure was a phenomenal album. Thundy's got my signed copy. I got to come pick up sometime, but Echo for me was just huge. You know, my most played artist this year on my Apple Music. Every song was like in the top 20 of songs I played. Just love what he does. He's, like I said, kind of shifted towards almost a new metal sound. He works with a lot of interesting people, rock groups, rock artists, people that loved Linkin Park, you know, 20 years ago. They should love Echo now. You know, he's just that next generation of kind of a new metal artist. So,
all right, Dylan, we got to pick it up because you're the one that's cutting us short today. We've only got like 30 minutes to get through the rest of the show.
Go.
Let me say this about Echo. Echo is on I have like 7 songs I listen to when I run on the track. Pickle Rick by Echo. So
yes, sir.
Check it out.
Run like a motherfucker.
So Shades did extra credit, and he did his top 5 rock bands and top 5 rap groups of the year. And it's a good thing he doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So, number 5, Shades.
Definitely Avenged Sevenfold. I've seen them live, and they played Hail to the King. Fucking dope. Like, I don't even have much more to say than that. Like, other than you need to watch these guys at a live show. They're fucking insane.
Number 4. Speaking of dope.
Dope. I got into these guys from Fast and the Furious 2, I think.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody would have the soundtrack, it is you for sure.
I do as well, actually. I've got it.
No, just watching the movie, assholes. But, these guys, they put out some good shit. I'm still listening to all their shit.
Number 3.
Obaflex. Mamba Don't Take My Drugs. I mean, what do you do?
Number 2.
Power Man. Oh, those guys go way back. Like, I can't get enough of them, and I'm pretty sure they're still putting out new shit too.
Can't be mad at it.
They put out a new album.
Isn't the lead singer? Isn't the lead singer like Rob Zombie's brother, cousin?
Spider One. It's his brother.
Okay.
He's also a filmmaker.
Nice.
Also Billy Joel, apparently. Billy Idol. I mean, he's also Billy Idol.
Well, Shade's #1 rock group of 2024.
Bad vibes, baby.
That one, you could never go wrong with Limp Bizkit in my eyes. Like, if some girl just walked up and started playing Limp Bizkit for me,
You're in there, huh?
Getting married.
Getting married right away.
fuck.
Infrared said this is a fascinating insight into what you guys are up to away from the screen because we can't listen to Ren outside of covering him. So we can't just go listen to his whole catalog. All we can listen to are the tracks that we cover as we cover them. So we finally got a decent little playlist of stuff we can listen to on the regular. And
that was the whole reason for him not being on my list. Like it was no slight. It wasn't like a jab at him. It's just the fact that I can't digest most of what he's got out there. So these are people that are on high repeat.
Well, we're headed to Shade's rap groups of 2024. He has the honorable mention. Elephant Room.
Fuck yeah.
Who the fuck is that, Shades? Tell everybody.
Oh God, where are they from? Michigan, I'm pretty sure. But I can't even tell you much about him other than just fucking look him up. Like they're
Every band's
insane.
from Michigan or Chicago, as a rule of thumb.
Funny thing, we might talk about another Michigan, but
Detroit,
I
Michigan?
can't even think of their songs off the top of my head at the moment.
Just go look them up, people. Go look them up. You ready for your number 5?
Maybe.
Cal Scrubby.
Everybody has to know who he is by now. I would think. If you don't, why are we not looking up these people anyway? Like, if we're telling you these guys, fucking do it.
I think Nostalgia is one of my favorite tracks of his.
And he has a salmon shirt, so, you know.
I don't remember what song it was, but the video for it, he was walking all over his Tesla, and I'm like, genius. Like, he kind of reminds me of other people that I watch on YouTube.
Yeah. Number 4. This guy was someone like DZK. I had a hard fucking time finding this guy.
For sure. He's from Michigan too. Flint, Michigan, I'm pretty sure, where all that dirty water is. But he drinks enough water that he still spits pretty good. I don't know what to tell you.
I think that dirty water makes good musicians for sure.
True. It's true.
That's Muddy Waters. He's a blues musician. Number 3.
Off. Oh man, like his mannerisms, his style, his flow, like style flow, same thing, I guess. His videos, and then seeing him live, like sounds like you're watching a video. Like it's fucking good, but it's obviously him because he will stop in the middle of it and prove to you, like, dope.
Number 2.
Hey, so
Shout out King motherfucking ISO.
he's definitely been a favorite for quite a while. One of my other homies may or may not have pushed for him to be signed by Strange, so that's pretty dope shit. And ISO, he's a real good dude. I like his message with his mental health stuff. He's good shit.
I can always respect anybody going through that.
Ooh, Far From Heaven, I think. You were talking about Ren still being here. I don't remember exactly what you said, but ISO has got a song called Hypocrite. Check that out.
Go. Number 1 on Shade's list.
That guy.
Anybody
That
who
guy.
knows Shades wasn't going to second guess this. We all knew it was coming.
Just
Yeah,
a matter
that
of
guy.
formality.
He actually found ISO and then told Tech to sign him. So genius. I've been checking out Ritz for 12 years. I don't know. VIP every time. Like, we know each other decent enough. We're good people. He's my homie.
He will be coming on the channel very soon. So, we ready to see what Thundy had to say for his top 5 musicians, and I'll blaze us through it.
Let's see it.
Honorable mentions, Sean James and All Them Witches. Now, typically, those two are in my top 3 every year. This year, they got bumped down because I listened to some other stuff, even though on Spotify, Sean James and All Them Witches are in my top 5 most listened to artists of the year. I bumped them down for 2 artists that were more influential for me this year, but they both got me through my cancer struggles quite a bit and were 2 of the 3 artists on my radiation playlist I listen to every single day when I was doing my radiation treatments. And Sean James will be on the channel one of these days. I made a video about him on this channel from a show I went to. Go check it out if you want. And amazing musician. All Them Witches are a psychedelic blues rock band from Nashville that are fucking great. And coming in at number 5, Dylan and I had the same number 5. It's Lyric Noel, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Even though Dylan he couldn't wait. He had to go listen to some of their other catalog. I have abstained, and all I have is what is on the list so far. But now that they're friends, they've been a big influence on us this year. We want to push them any chance we have. So coming in at number 4, it might ruffle some feathers, but at least he made the list, is Ren.
Fair enough.
Listen, I made this list before I heard Trebles too, by the way. All right. Trebles changed some things for me. All right. That acoustic version of Trebles changed some things. I can't stop listening to it. All right. It is what it is. But my top 3 are 3 that I've listened to the most this year. I couldn't move them out of their places. All right. So number 3 is Echo. Look at that. Look, I got a picture with Echo. I don't have the clip on here, but he made a little video and had him shout out the boys. When I met this guy a few weeks back at the show in Omaha, he recognized me. He recognized me from the channel. He knew the name of the show, Fail or Fire. And he had to give a little shout out to the boys. But this man is incredible. We are covering him on Tuesday. We are dropping his most recent video that he dropped on Tuesday.
Haunted.
Number 2, Haunted, yes. Which Sean James has a song called Haunted too. But number 2, Chris motherfucking Webby. I found my picture with him from a couple years back. And Chris motherfucking Webby, I listened to him so damn much. He has done so much. We've covered him more than anybody else outside of Ren. And what's up? Let's go. $2 for Ren being there. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hey, I had to give him some props there. Chris Webby got us to where we're at today. And number 1, my main man, King motherfucking ISO. I am in his top 0.001% of worldwide listeners on Spotify, because this man's music just does something to my brain that not even Ren can do. Okay. So he's my main man. He's my main guy. We've got some stuff coming up soon that we're going to do with him on the channel. We may do a live stream one of these days where we're on here for like 3 hours, just watching, listening, talking about his music, showing his music to you guys, and then covering some of his new stuff. So it's going to be a blast. So please check out King ISO. We're definitely going to do a live stream where I don't know if I'm going to be there most of it, if all 3 boys are going to be there, if anybody else wants to join, but I'm planning a long stream where we just do a listen party, a watch party for a lot of his music. I discovered Webby through Ren and Cyber School Media. Shout out. All right. Well, now that we're through that, we're only a third of the way through our lists, guys.
I knew you made your show too long. Everybody was going to peter out on
we
you.
did. We did. Well, I didn't expect us to have a tight 2-hour window, Dylan. I was expecting to go for 3 hours and we'd have been
You
fine.
know your team's a bunch of divas.
It's the
man.
holidays. It's the holidays.
So you need
All right, so we gotta-
that don't
we
have
gotta-
anybody that loves them like me.
We got to speed run. The rest of this. So, series. We're going to start with Mikey's series of the year.
Oh, you could skip mine if it'll speed things up.
Oh, we'll just roll through and you can talk about them a little bit if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do this really quick. I love Turtles, so when Turtles got a new show and it was about the new movie, and even though it's a little bit different, I was on board. Ted, if you like Ted 1 and you like Ted 2 and you were like, I want to see more, boom, Ted. Fallout. I mean, I told you earlier, that's why I was listening to Marty Robbins. So, of course, when Fallout came with a TV show, I had to watch it. Was it perfect? No. But was it close enough? Sure. What We Do in the Shadows, I know it's not new, but they got a new season coming out, and it's probably one of the best vampire things that you're going to watch for some time. But hopefully you have saved room on your plate for The Penguin, which I'm going to take a little bit more time to talk about, because that is a show that I thought was going to suck. Like, I didn't even really like the Matt Reeves Batman. I know that's a hot take, but I loved the Penguin TV show, and it got me excited about the Matt Reeves Batman. Like, it made me look at it different. So now I'm on board with the Matt Reeves Batman, and I'm excited to see more.
Love what we do in the shadows. Now, Joe G said if you got a photo with Ren, he'd move up the chart next year. He absolutely would. If we got a photo with Ren in person, he'd absolutely move up the list. Now,
he'd be excited to meet you, I bet.
Oh boy. Yeah, here we go. Just blast them out. Yeah, I'm old, you guys. I don't watch anything. Every night to lay down, I watch Alfred Hitchcock Presents. I have an Alfred Hitchcock tattoo on my arm. Massive nerd for that. Law and Order, not just SVU, all Law and Order. I've seen them all so many times. I can quote them. I know everything about them. Boardwalk Empire,
amazing.
Old show. I'm trudging through. Haven't finished it, so someone will spoil it. The Wire, also, I'm new to it, even though it's 20 years old. I am trudging through it. It's awesome. Sopranos, the best TV show of all time, the greatest mob show ever. Tony Soprano forever. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like
you know who else
you would love the Penguin. It's real similar.
I know, I've seen comparisons.
Yeah.
So.
You know who else absolutely loves and is their favorite show, The Sopranos?
Chris Webby.
Chris Webby. He has so much fucking merch, signed shit from that show. He loves it. Oh my God. Has Dylan hacked my TV? You mean Dustin? Well, here's Dylan. Here's Dylan's. Boom, 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 boom. Let us know, Dylan, what's up here and why you're wrong.
No.
What? I love game. I was gonna say Game of Thrones, but I thought you guys would roast me.
Okay.
Hell no.
So we'll go through. Really, we don't have too much. So the Penguin's been on a couple lists here. The Bear, I really like. House of the Dragon, of course. X-Men 97. I grew up on the old X-Men series.
That was amazing.
Fucking amazing. And this is where Thundy and I do not agree. I thought True Detective Night Country with Jodie Foster, this 4th season, I thought was phenomenal. I loved it. Loved kind of the Arctic setting, the Alaskan mystery.
I love Arctic mysteries.
Oh yeah, it's up in Alaska. I think it's great.
I
couldn't finish it.
I'm not even kidding.
I couldn't finish it.
See, everybody else wants to watch it. You're wrong, Thundy. You're wrong.
I couldn't finish it.
Where's Uncle Ray? Thunder hairy ass.
We don't got time for
listen,
for
the irony is I don't have an ass, okay? It's flat as fuck back there. But Shades and I have watched the first 2 seasons of The Bear. We just never got around to watching the 3rd one this year.
God spin it all on Peter for you, you know.
Well, Shades. Shades is another one that hasn't watched a lot of shows this year. So we mixed it up a little bit for Shades. He threw in some YouTube series that he watches.
I could have done some YouTubers. That's like
I know. We'd be here another 4 hours, Mikey, but here's what we got. Boom. Let us know what's up, Shades.
I have no idea. I like watching people eat fast. I like watching destructive shit, so that's where Cletus and whistling come in. I mean, Cletus is a little better with the destructive because he puts it back together somewhat. Somebody on his crew will. Holliston,
amazing.
Buddy.
That one came out of nowhere. Like Thundy brought it to my attention, and
you guys are welcome, by the way.
Yeah, like,
thank you, Dustin.
You got me introduced to it, Dustin.
I am butthurt that it is still not a thing. Like, it sucks.
Should we do an Adam Green stream one of these days once I get Shades through his discography, his filmography?
Oh my God.
I got some VHSs of his too I can bring. I know that's what y'all come here for.
Tulsa King, I haven't pulled the trigger on, dude, so I got to hear
do
about
it. Fucking do it, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Like, it's
because they're not in Tulsa, and it makes me mad because I know what Tulsa looks like.
Listen, everything is shot in Atlanta these days.
Suspend your disbelief.
You can tell though,
everything about it though, like Stallone is even funny in a lot of it. So like it's good shit.
Good. It's great. Good cast too. The supporting cast is amazing.
I will watch.
All right. Well, Thundy did some extra credit. You know how much shit I watch every year, ladies and gentlemen, just to keep up with it online, just to be able to talk about it. I watched more things than what's going to be on this list, okay? I had a hard time narrowing it down, so I did a top 10 with honorable mentions.
A top 10 with honorable mentions because I do whatever the fuck I want. And honorable mentions, we got Cobra Kai.
So good.
I've only seen the first 2 seasons, so I can't say more than that, but it's been absolutely phenomenal so far. I hear people raving about the new episodes. I want to see it. Silo season 2 is on here, but an honorable mentions because it hasn't finished the second season yet, so I can't put it in a list, or it would be in the list because I absolutely love it. There's an actor in the second season that I won't spoil. That's one of my favorite actors. That when he showed up, I was thrilled to see him. Fallout made my honorable mentions because it was a fun show. Although if Walton Goggins wasn't in it, it probably wouldn't be on the list because Walton Goggins. If Walter Goblins is in this, I will watch him anytime, anywhere. And then Holliston. We checked out Holliston for the first time. I went through Adam Green's whole filmography this year, and Holliston is so slept on, it's criminal. I said Gene, didn't I? Steve fucking Snyder is in this show.
Yeah,
Not only D. Snyder, but yeah, who else? Odorous from Gwar is in this show. So go check out Holliston. Now, coming in at number 10, I got The Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon.
Yes.
Animated. It's D&D.
over.
It's a lot of fun. Number 9, I got X-Men 97 because that shit, I was expecting it to be absolutely fucking garbage like everything else Marvel puts out, but it was straight fucking fire.
I agree.
Number 8, Eric, a show nobody knows fucking exists,
Yeah, I
with
don't know about
Benedict Cumberbatch playing a Jim Henson inspired type character. He has a children's show with puppets.
What?
And his son's life-size puppet comes alive in his mind to help him find his son who he's kidnapped.
Look at Mikey freaking out. He's like, yo.
What the hell?
You will love this,
you
Mikey.
said puppets.
You will love this.
This is the
Go
kind of
watch
stuff
Eric.
I look for, and how do I not know about it?
It's not because it's my first
wrote it-
name,
wrote it
but
right
it's
in down.
Eric. All right, go watch it. You'll thank me. It's
I will
Benedict
watch it
Cumberbatch at one of his bests. Number 7, House of the Dragon season 2. It would have been higher if they didn't botch the fucking ending of the show and move the last 2 episodes to the next season.
Yeah, they're saving it for the big battle.
Dragons are for dorks.
Number
Dragons
6.
are awesome. I
Number
used to draw 'em
6.
on my folder when I didn't have
Happy
friends.
was fucking great, by the way. They said Eric reminded me of Happy. Happy was great. Number 6, From. If you haven't seen From and you like a mindfuck type of show, season 3 finally started filling us in on some of what the place is doing, and it's a fun fucking watch, dude. You want a good mindfuck with some horror elements? There you go, right there. And if as long as it doesn't end like Lost, I'll be happy. Number
That's what I was
5,
worried about.
Mayor of fucking Kingstown, because Taylor Sheridan is a fucking goat. He can drop 4 seasons of fucking different shows in 1 year, not bat an eye, while other people like House of the Dragon need 2 or 3 fucking years to film 8 goddamn episodes. Mayor of Kingstown is probably Jeremy Renner's best work. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's hardcore.
Senior trip. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Number 4, Tulsa King, because Tulsa King fucking rocks. Number
It's not in
3,
Tulsa.
The Gentleman. If you haven't seen The Gentleman, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's by Guy Ritchie. It's in the same type of universe as the movie, which the movie is phenomenal too. But this is a slightly different take and story by Guy Ritchie, and it's absolutely amazing. They are in the underground marijuana trade in the UK, and they're trying to sell it off and find the right person to sell it off to. There's a lot of craziness, and it's a hell of a lot of fun, dude. It came out of nowhere, and it's in my top 3. Number 2, Shogun, because Shogun was fucking boss. I'm worried about the rest of the seasons because it was supposed to be a single self-contained season, and now because it did so well, they got a second and third season that's not in the book, so we will see. Is that The Gentleman? It's amazing. Absolutely. The movie's amazing. The series is amazing. If you didn't know there's a series, go watch it right fucking now after this show. And number 1 is the best show of the fucking year, The Penguin, dude. The best show of the fucking year. This man deserves all the fucking awards for putting on all that makeup and making me forget it's Colin fucking Farrell under that makeup.
My
so
only
fucking
complaint
good.
is, why didn't you just hire a fat guy? Like, we're around.
I don't have
He
that
exists.
question. I forget it's
I want to
him,
be
dude.
seen
It's so
in my programs.
he deserves all of the awards. So What are we moving into next? Movies. We're gonna hit movies real quick.
Oh Lord.
We'll start with Mikey's movies.
Oh God.
Let us know. I've
Oh.
never seen the Radleys, so let me know about the Radleys
Well,
and
if
move
you
us
look,
through it.
it was a good vampire movie, and it was fresh, and it had a kind of a neat gimmick of it being a family of vampires, and then their crazy uncle comes around who kind of starts. He's a rule breaker, and he starts telling the kids, "Hey, you can do all this cool stuff with your vampire powers," and he's played by the same guy that's playing the nice dad. And it is so good that he's so good with the duality between the two characters that you totally forget it's the same actor. But it was such a nice little, fun little, not super gory, probably like a 1 or 2 on the gore scale, but an amazing film. And I want a series from it. Please make a series.
Okay.
Transformers 1. No, it is not like the original Transformers movie, but it was a lot of fun. I feel like it's a nice entry point for new and old fans. Like you can watch it with your kids, and your kids are going to like it because Bumblebee's being silly and stuff. But you're going to like it because of all the lore that they throw in. So I'll try not to talk too much on these. So I know you guys are pressed for time. Snack Shack was amazing. It starts out like
That's
Bill and Ted.
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for the subscription.
Subscribe to the channel.
It starts out like Bill and Ted, and that's what I thought it was going to be. And then it becomes an amazing slice of life movie with a gut punch ending. That's right up there with My Girl.
I love it.
Okay.
Like
Man,
it just comes out of nowhere too. You're like, oh, you're gonna do that to me. Saturday Night, it's a story about the first Saturday Night Live episode and all the chaos. I learned every comedian is an asshole, and I also learned I'm a lot like those guys.
All right.
I love the trouble they cause. Number 1, I like movies. The best movie I've seen in probably 10 years. Another slice of life movie about a kid with a lot of problems. He's not a very likable guy, but that's what I like about him because he's so incredibly flawed. I related to that character as well. And his love for movies exceeds his personality even. Like he has trouble relating to people because all he wants to do is talk about his movies. So I love
That
this
sounds
kid.
fucking familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah. I love this kid, and everybody can see themselves in him if you've ever loved film.
When he sent me this, I was like, I've never even heard of that movie. And I looked it up and I go, okay, that makes sense. Now I got to see this fucking movie.
The trailer
And
alone
the
makes you
backdrop's a
cry.
video store, which is maybe the second part of coolness about it. But like, I don't know.
Nice.
But that's my list. Sorry, I won't talk too long.
All right, Dustin.
Oh boy.
Boom,
Mine are
boom,
all
boom,
essentially
boom.
horror, except Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was amazing. Some of the best. I'm not a big CGI guy, but some of the best CGI that I have seen in years. Just an awesome story, super fun. Nice way to end it or keep it going. I don't care. Let's go. Number 4, Long Legs, because I had a lot of hype for Long Legs. And then I was worried that it was going to be unwarranted. And then the hype, you motherfuckers put Goonies in I didn't even see it. I was just fucking going at 5, 4, 3.
I was waiting.
I
was waiting so long.
Yeah, I see you smiling over there. No, but Long Legs, I was worried. I was worried it was going to be atrocious, and it floored me. It was amazing. Smile 2, worthy sequel, expanding on things, making things a little bigger, a little better. Really unnerving, which also goes with Mr. Crockett. Had zero expectations of Mr. Crockett, knew nothing about it, and then saw that it was on Hulu and did the autoplay of the trailer. It intrigued me. I watched it and immediately messaged Dylan and a couple other people. I'm like, God, you got to see this Mr. Crockett. This is like horror Mr. Rogers is the best way to kind of explain it without giving too much away. And at number 1, a movie that is polarizing with the horror community. You either love it or you hate it. In a Violent Nature is probably one of the most innovative things that I've seen.
Well, thank you for the $9.99.
Boom.
I've
Does that movie
realized I have
go-
practically nothing in common with you guys except Die Hard is a Christmas film. It's cracking me up. Well, we're glad we can expose you to some new shit today.
and like I said, most of mine are all horror other than Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. But I mean, In a Violent Nature just rocked my socks. And my wife is the exact opposite. She fucking hated it. She's like, you only like it because it's like a oneer essentially. I'm like, I don't, it's fun. It's unique. It's different. And it's, you know, Dylan and I talk about it a lot. It's just a movie that requires discussion. So yeah.
Really like Long Legs. I like Mr. Crockett. After I saw this list, I had to go check it out, and it was really, really good. And Dustin and I talked at length off stream about In a Violent Nature. I really like that movie too. So
I'm gonna watch Mr. Crockett. You recommended it to me, and I forgot to go watch it. So
It's right up your alley. A lot of puppets, a lot of slime.
I'm on board.
Yeah, so good.
Oh,
what was that other puppet thing I have to watch? I wrote it down. But
Eric.
For some reason, Eric. Okay, my keyboard is sticky. I spilled.
But a DJ names his son.
Substances.
all right. Well, Dylan had a list with some of the same stuff on it, just differently ordered. Let us know what's up, Dylan.
He got Snack
So,
Shack on there.
Dude, so Mikey, real quick on Snack Shack, it was filmed in Nebraska City. One of my old cellular territories was Nebraska City. So seeing that actually set in Nebraska City, but filmed there was awesome. And the story itself is phenomenal. Mr. Crockett, Dustin touched on all the key points. The other thing, it's got almost a hint of like Dark Pee-wee's Playhouse too, with some of the puppets.
I'm on board.
Yeah, it's a Mikey movie for sure. Beetlejuice was just fun. I like what they did. I like how they kept a lot of the practical effects from the first one. Long Legs, phenomenal psychological thriller. And Oddity kind of came out of nowhere.
Seen it yet? I
It
want
kept,
to so bad.
it kept popping up on my list. And I was like, I'm going to take a dive on it. It is amazing. A great horror flick. Definitely not imitating anything else that's out there. Everybody should watch it. That's my list.
I love it. I'm gonna watch all that. Well, except for
Well, Shades only has a top 3.
What the
So
hell?
that'll be quick.
he likes YouTube though. Like I respect.
Yeah,
that
he
about
watches
him.
a lot of YouTube. That's his thing. He watches a lot of YouTube. So here are his top 3.
Ah, sick.
So the Fall Guy one, it was okay, but I only wanted to put it on there because I wanted to say that their stunt guys are douchebags. But that's about it.
I liked Fall Guys.
I mean, it was a pretty decent movie. I don't have any negative thing about it other than that. But I did think of 2 other ones that I didn't tell you about.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Demolition Man and Last Action Hero.
Very nice.
I love you. I love you. We're getting married.
I didn't know we were able to
People
pull
are getting
out the
tired.
old school
We're
stuff.
almost done. We're going through Thundy's movies, and then we're gonna have Dylan and I briefly talk our top 5 albums, and then we'll get you out of here. So I have honorable mentions: Transformers 1, and a movie called Thelma. Have any of you heard about the movie Thelma?
I feel like I've heard of it.
Prequel to
So-
Thelma and Louise.
Oh.
She gets scammed by some scammers for all of her money. And she decides that she's going to get her money back from the scammers. And she tracks them down to get the money back. And it's fucking great. It's a little indie film. And dude, I'm telling you right now, watch it. You're going to have so much fucking fun with this movie. It's a blast. It's a blast. Chris Gore put me on to Thelma. And it was absolutely worth the watch. Now, Transformers 1, we touched on a little bit. Transformers has a lot of different origin stories from various medias. So they kind of borrow for some things, did their own thing, and it was super good. I had to put it on here to recommend it.
Yeah.
Number 5,
So good.
Boy Kills World. Have either one of you heard of this movie?
I've heard of it, but I've not
Never
watched
seen it.
Evil
It's
love.
got Bill Skarsgård. It's got the chick that from X-Men that plays Jean Grey. And it's got the dude from District 9 in it. It's got some other people you'd recognize. It's so fucking good, dude. It is an absolutely amazing action, over-the-top action choreographed film. If you like over-the-top action choreography, this movie is for you. Also, his character is deaf and mute because of something that happens in the movie. And the voice that runs in his head is voiced by H. John Benjamin. Archer, Bob's Burgers. That's what
awesome.
turned me on to this. So the whole running dialogue is H. John Benjamin talking the whole movie, and it is a lot of fun. There's some video game ties into it as far as how it's written and structured. It's pretty good. It is a lot of fun. I watched it the other night just to make sure it was still my top 5. Absolutely still top 5. Coming in at number 2 or 4 is Deadpool and Wolverine. We made an out of the theater review on this channel, and nobody fucking watched it. So I don't know if we're gonna do that again. But
I would have done
it was
that
a lot
homework.
of fun. It was a lot of fun, man. Didn't get a
Minus the
popcorn
Disney
bucket.
Plus
Fuck
tie-in.
AMC and Council Bluffs. I wanted a popcorn bucket. You want to send me a Deadpool popcorn bucket? I'll be happy to accept it. The Wolverine one. Number 3, Dune Part 2. I drove to go see it. Whoa! Merry Christmas! 5. It's a little bit more in U.S. freedom dollars. Merry Christmas, all. Merry Christmas.
Dune has
Dune
the
Part 2.
sexiest popcorn bucket for sure.
Yeah, absolutely it did. I drove to go see this in IMAX opening weekend, because I had to fucking see this. I liked the first one. I don't like the old movie, hot take. I liked the first one, and then this one, dude, it was so worth seeing in IMAX, dude. It was so worth seeing in IMAX, dude. It was amazing on the big screen. Number 2, The Substance. And the fact that the rest of the horror fanatics on this panel haven't watched it yet is criminal. Because this movie
not available for purchase.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Physical media.
Right.
Yeah.
Physical media guy.
But it's fucking great, dude. That's why it's my number 2 movie of the year. Demi Moore kills it. The other actress kills it. Dennis Quaid is in it, and he kills his role. It's so good. It's such a great commentary on what females have to go through in Hollywood, and not just them, but everybody else, and what you have to do to try to stay on top, how the industry passes you by when your looks start going, and the body horror. If you are into body horror, this has some of the best body horror I've seen. It's very good. I would totally double feature this with something else that's got great body horror, like Slither or Tusk. You know, there's a
Tusk.
lot of great body horror in it. It's a fun one for sure. You're gonna be like, this is wild. Where is it going? And it just keeps ramping up as the movie continues. And my number 1 movie for 2024 came out in theaters last year, but didn't show up. Merry Christmas, guys! I think we made enough money to do a shot, guys.
All right, let's do it.
So we'll wrap this up, do a shot, while Dylan is gonna tell us about his top 5 albums after this. What's body horror? Would you like to fill them in on body horror, Dustin? What body horror is?
Okay, so like I suppose a good example would be something like a Cronenberg movies,
Yes.
like The Fly
Textbook.
and things like that. So it's where your body starts to fail you. So there's a lot of weird things, skin melting, like things falling off, fingernails falling off, teeth falling out. It has to do with
Skin opening up.
yeah, a lot of really slimy, goopy bodily functions and things failing on your body. It's gross. It's really gross. It's a specific style of horror that's not just gore, right? It's not just specific, like, oh, you got hit in the face with a machete and now your head's like this. It's way nasty.
Yeah, they got to live like that,
It's a lot of KY jelly, a lot of
Videodrome.
Jelly factor.
Yeah, Videodrome is a great, and Mikey called it the jelly factor. That's a thing that Evil had coined way back in the day. Yeah, it's just
That's where I got it from, you guys.
uncomfortable, right? It makes you feel
It's gross.
when you watch it. Yeah, like a shower afterwards, perhaps.
Like watching reality television. That's how I feel after.
Well, number 1 on Thundy's list. It aired in theaters last year, debuted. It didn't come to digital or physical until this year in the US, and we covered it. It's the thing that launched the Fail or Fire series. Even though I changed the thumbnail on the playlist, it still shows up for everything. Godzilla -1.
Oh,
all right,
man, baby, yeah.
My movie of the year is Godzilla -1. It was amazing. What they did on that $12 or $15 million budget was fucking incredible, dude. Godzilla -1 is amazing. He's gotten the green light to write another Godzilla movie. So I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. I desperately want the collector's edition steelbook. Really, really fucking bad. But Godzilla -1 rounds it out over here. If you want to see us do our very first Fail or Fire episode where we break this movie down in depth with a non-spoiler plus a spoiler review, go give it a watch because nobody fucking did.
I sure in the heck would, man. That's my type of show.
I forgot I had an
Oh.
honorable mention for my top 5 movies of the year. Maxine. Maxine.
I forgot about Maxine.
Maxine was
Yeah.
flawless.
It was like
Flawless.
2 years ago.
So, yeah.
All right, so before we hit these last few albums, we definitely, I think, hit our goal. So we're gonna take a shot of this 151
wait,
proof
let me-
rocket fuel
let me
and blast
crack
the
my-
fuck off.
My bursty boy open here, so I can
finish
hit it
my
with you guys.
Peachy Keen.
This shit tastes like straight up ethanol. Cheers.
Another dead soldier. Hamana.
Now I'm gonna have blue lips.
You know, you blowing a Smurf over there?
like I decided there's a Smurf joke in there somewhere.
All right,
Like
so Dylan,
Gargamel's lips.
I'll reveal them. You give me some brief stuff about them as I reveal them, okay?
Okay.
See you, Steve. See you, everybody. We're almost done. Thanks, everybody who's still sticking around. See you if you gotta go. Merry fucking Christmas. Dylan?
Merry Christmas.
What's up?
BLP Kosher, Scarecrow. The album's pretty dope. He released a deluxe version, totally amplified the quality of it. Phenomenal. He sings a little bit, kind of took a different route on this album for some of the tracks. He's got crazy bars, crazy wordplay. Loved it. The Graying, Death is a Welcome Friend. Got the vinyl here.
Whoa, look at that.
You
Love
always get
those
the vinyl
guys.
gold.
Absolutely. Loved it. It's some of the best like metalcore, hardcore metal that I've heard in a long time. It's phenomenal.
Still haven't checked them out. I'm waiting until we were done. I already have my list set. I didn't want to impact it. So there's certain things I didn't consume. But number 3.
Jordan Stevens wants to come on with us sometime. So the Graying.
All right, we'll bring him on.
Yeah, they're
Are
dope.
you
They
guys
know
gonna
about
have
us.
a Marty Robbins show anytime?
I would.
All right. Knock Loose. You won't go before you're supposed to. Said a lot about them and their entertainments or the musicians slide. So Knock Loose, phenomenal band, broke through, had that huge moment on Kimmel. That's all I got to say about that. Echo Pressure. So maybe strange that he was number 2 on my albums, but number 1 on my artists. So as a musician, him personally impacted me a lot through his whole catalog. This album was great. Just not quite enough to bump off number 1. Cane Hill, A Piece of Me That I Never Let You Find. This album, I think, is flawless. I think it's one of the best metalcore albums in history, not just of the year, I think of all time. The ride it takes you. These guys have some of the heaviest stuff I've ever heard. Beautiful vocals, harsh vocals. He's got some cool programming in there, some tracks that make you kind of dance. From top to bottom, the album's a ride, and I just couldn't find anything that could top it.
Well, actually, before I talk, did you know Shades did one of these too? But he's only got one album.
Oh, let's
He
check
has
it out.
a top album of 2024. Can you guess what it is, Dylan?
It's a tape
Pressure.
soundtrack?
It's
Wait,
Pressure.
It's Pressure. How much money you want to bet on that?
All I'm gonna say
It's a tape
is
head soundtrack.
fight me.
All right, are we
I
ready?
was
Are we
gonna
are we
bring
ready?
that.
This needs a drum roll.
All right. Is that Hawk 2 girl or what?
Oh, Lord.
All right, Shades, fill us in.
Oh, I have no idea anything about this one. I think I might have heard one song on the radio at one point and walking through a store or something, but this isn't anything that I'm going to listen to. When you have a bunch of money, you can do whatever you want, and I steer clear of stuff like that.
Shades just had to be funny.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think she's looking good in her cowboy gear, man. Cowboy girls, that's where it's
Nope.
at. I mean, they don't.
The
like
way
me, but
I
that's where it's
gasped.
at.
Bring it.
They're gonna be like unsubscribe, unsubscribe. All right, so I have 2 honorable mentions. Did you know POD dropped a new fucking album this year and it's fucking fire?
I did.
POD Veritas. It's very good. It's an honorable mention. Linkin Park From Zero also got an honorable mention from me. There's only 2 tracks on there that I skip.
My fat ass thought that said fajitas, and I was like, I am hungry.
I would like a fajita right now. Fajitas at Dustin's house after the stream.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
Coming in at number 5 is Locksmith, No Atheists in Foxholes. Locksmith, I got to see in Omaha this year live. He was so fucking good. I love Locksmith from the Bay Area. He's got some great music, and he actually dropped 3 albums this year. We talked about it in one of our Rin videos. He dropped a live album. He dropped one where he was driving Lyft and had various rap artists hop in and record with him, Echo being one of them. And then he dropped this regular studio album, and it's so fucking good, dude. I encourage you guys, if you like rap, go listen to this album. I can listen to it front to back, and it's just phenomenal. Number 4, Highly Suspect. As Above, So Below. I'm a massive Highly Suspect fan. I got to see them on their first album tour in Kansas City. I got to take a swig from lead singer's fucking Johnny's bottle, and there were so many people in there. The fire inspector was pissed. No, you can't get AIDS twice. But
Magic Johnson could.
I was gonna say, where'd his AIDS go? He's still running.
It's so good. Their first album still my favorite album of all time, but Serotonia was my favorite Highly Suspect track until this album. Blue Eyed Devil bumped it. Blue Eyed Devil is my favorite Highly Suspect track. The guitar work in that song blows my fucking mind. It just hits my brain. It hits my brain right, dude. This album is phenomenal. I love Highly Suspect. Number 3, Cane Hill is my number 3 album, Dylan. It's number 3, sir. It was good, and I had never listened to it until he brought it up, until a few weeks ago, and it still made my list at number 3. It was good. I really liked it. It just wasn't number 1 for me.
I'll take that. That's a bronze.
Number 2.
Number 2, I had Pressure as well by Echo. I have listened to that album and worn it out. I have worn that thing out. No, it's digital. I ain't going to play that physical media. That's going to sit there untouched, and it's going to just sit there. Got it. I've got your album right here, Dylan. I've got it right here.
I'm on my way.
I've got it. I've got it right here. It's upside down. It's signed by not just him, but the drummer as well. So, got it right there.
I bet the drummer was just excited to sign anything.
Oh, I had to talk drums to them for a while. I'm like, so what do you got for cymbals? And he had some K Customs, but they were I think they were, I don't remember. He had some Zildjians. I have some K Custom Darks. So we nerded out about drum gear. And number 1, coming in at number 1, Thundy's best album of the year. As I Lay Dying Through Storms Ahead. Best
I won't accept
album
this.
of the year.
I won't
can
accept
listen
it.
to it front to back without stopping. Dude, this album is amazing. It might be my favorite As I Lay Dying album. You were right. This could have been the greatest era of As I Lay Dying if Tim didn't fuck this up. But just because Tim is a douchebag doesn't discount the work that the rest of the band put on this album. It's amazing, dude. I love this fucking album. I love it so much. I love it so much. I listened to it again today, front to back, and it's so fucking good, dude. It's flawless.
It is good.
I'm trying to type my buddy in chat, but I spilled stuff on my keyboard. I don't know.
Say
And
penguin.
it's coming out as weird
June.
things. So
Tape
I just
June.
want to say, what up, Plan of the Tapes? You might want to get him on here. His channel is absolutely huge.
This guy right here?
Yeah, Plan of the Tapes. Good guy.
Planet of the
Hey, let's-
Tapes. All right.
Let's be friends.
Just
Hit us
started
up. Let's
following
chat.
him on Instagram, I believe.
Everything he touches, it blows up. Like, it doesn't matter. He'll like, I'm going to start another channel. It'll blow up too. He just has that touch, that Midas touch. He tries to give me tips like, Mikey, you need to make content.
You need to do
And
things.
I'm like,
Put
what?
videos
That
out.
sounds tough. That
Listen.
sounds hard.
I'm gonna do a video every 2 weeks.
I just do when I'm not depressed. So sometimes that takes a while.
Same.
Where's he at? Can you link his channel? I'm trying to find it, and it's not. Doesn't look like the right one.
Go to his Instagram. It's CWR2 on Instagram, and you'll get a little lick of how popular this guy is. But
This guy right here?
TikTok's big.
Right here? This guy?
Yeah. His it's
guy?
his Instagram that blows up. His Instagram
Okay.
this is his new channel, but his Instagram, everything he puts on Instagram gets like 40,000 views. I don't know what it is. He has that touch.
All right, cool. Well, go check him out. We'll have to have him on.
Yeah, he's
Well-
and he's funny as hell. I talk to him almost every night on the phone. Like he calls me, even when I'm like down and out, he knows I'm down and out. He'll call me. He's such a good guy. 100%, probably one of the nicest guys. Maybe
Well-
next to Dill. Dill's pretty up there on the nice guy factor.
Thank you, Mike.
I got
True.
Thank you for shouting this guy out. Now we got tons of comments, tons of stuff to go check out after this. So we're gonna move in to our closing remarks of the evening, of the day for everybody. All right. Well, it's been a great fucking day. If it wasn't for Dylan getting fired, we would have a longer show today. But
I gotta go to the zoo.
unfortunately, he's
Ah,
got to go to
you're-
the zoo. And
You're
hey,
people with
I already
families
did it.
that love you and stuff.
Listen, my
Yeah.
family does the zoo lights every year too, and Shades and his youngest went with us this year. And
Now it's
besides
my
it being
turn.
fucking cold, it's really cool. Go all the way down
Yeah.
to the bottom, and the carousel's open, and there's some cool stuff down there this year. It's really cool. The Omaha
It is
Henry
pretty
Dorley
sweet.
Zoo. What was that, Shades?
But it is pretty sweet. I had never heard of it, never been, nothing.
Yeah, it'll be my first time. I'm excited.
Are any of your kids young enough to go see Santa?
I mean, I'm always
Uh,
old enough to go see
yeah.
Santa.
All right, Infra. Yeah, so you want to go see Santa first when you first
Okay.
get there. When you first get there, because the line gets long. He's in the room. They used to have the koalas and stuff over across from the lead jungle. Hit
Wait,
that
Santa
first.
had koalas?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, hit
awesome.
that first. Pro tip.
Okay.
All right. Well, we've got things coming up this week, but Dustin, let us know what you're doing. I know you dropped a new podcast episode last night, so let people know who you are, where they can find you, what you got going on.
Yeah, the Deep Cut podcast on YouTube. If you click, probably in this description, I'm sure there's a link to our channel. If
Always.
not, you can find it. The Deep Cut podcast. Every 2 weeks we drop a new podcast, and in between that we do shorts pretty much every day to kind of lead you into the podcast episode. You can also find me on Instagram at Dustin Matson 3B, where right now, currently, I'm kind of randomly posting fitness updates occasionally.
Yeah, I can help you out with that, man.
Yeah, baby. But most of the time, it's a look at the movie collection and or what we have going on. But yeah, every 2 weeks on Friday night at 8 p.m., we drop a new episode, and we do it as a premiere so that we can, communicate with the chat and hang out with everybody while the podcast episode is essentially live. But at the moment, we are covering specific movies, but in 2025 we're going to start breaking away from that and just having more of like an interview style show where we're going to bring on people who work in film and music and things like that, to kind of get away from just talking about a specific film in general. Dylan will be on, Thundy will be on, Shades will be on, Mikey will be on. I'm going to be having tons of guests throughout the year. So
Look at that. I subbed when Thundy was on.
oh, shit,
go.
I appreciate
I
that.
love your stuff.
Yeah. If you're a geek and you like talking about horror movies or listening to people talk about horror movies, come on over, hang out. And if you want insight into what it's like to make a movie with zero money, we all have been a part of that, a cog in that machine, and we tend to talk about that a lot. So yeah, if you're interested in making a movie, we'll tell you exactly what to do. To do
What not
better
to
than
do.
we did. Yeah.
Don't have Mikey in it.
Shit.
Well, Mikey, what's up? Let us know who you are, where they can find you, what you got going on.
My name is Mikey. I do a workout channel with the shake weight.
I'm gonna come.
No, I do a VHS channel where I review it in a comedic fashion, kind of like Mystery Science Theater, but with VHS tapes and old commercials. I have puppets and other wacky things, and my wacky personality, which is just my regular personality. It's not really a character. It's the only thing on the show that isn't a character. But since I don't have any friends, I talk to ghosts and haunted paintings and all kinds of stuff. So if you like weird stuff like Pee-wee's Playhouse, if it was horror, then you might like Mikey's show.
You will like it.
I don't do horror at all, but I watched the whole thing to support. Well, appreciate it, Nikki. Now I got one last thing before I wrap up where we're going. I was going to talk about this briefly. If you haven't watched Red One on Prime yet, I'd recommend it. Cute, funny movie with The Rock and Chris Evans and J.K. Simmons. You can't leave the man, the myth, the legend, J.K. Simmons, and Lucy Liu's in it as well out. Have any of you seen Red One? Give me a quick. Is it a fail? Is it a fire? Is it just plain mid? Did you like it?
It's fire.
I haven't seen it, but there's another one, but it's a different network doing it, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger instead of Rock.
What about you, Dustin? Have you seen it yet?
I have not seen it. It's on my wife's list. She wants to see it, so
I watched it. The CGI is awful, but the movie isn't bad. I'm giving it a mid, but I would watch it again. I think the failure is in the writing. It's a great concept. I feel like if they had better writers, it would be an all-star Christmas movie, but it's still really good. J.K. Simmons nails it. And it was a fun movie, interesting concepts. It wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be when we reviewed it on this channel. We reviewed the trailer, thought it was going to be absolutely awful, and it really wasn't that bad. Even Nick Kroll has a role in this. So if you like Nick Kroll, he's being Nick Kroll. Now, what do we have coming up? Well, we have, what do we got? We have Corey Taylor dropping tomorrow. We got Echo on Tuesday. we have a third video dropping on Christmas Day, and then we will have a video dropping on Friday. We got Rin, we got Big Push, we got Icarus dropping on Friday. And then next week is going to be a light week. All we have is next Friday after the first of the year. We've got Rin, and I guess I'll tell you, since you're here, we're going to cover Rin Fire. You get an advanced screening of what we're covering next week because you're here. We're going to cover Rin Fire to start the year next year. We got to start the year out, hopefully with a fire. And Thundy's going to be leaving for Atlanta the day after Christmas. So we're not going to be able to react to Ray this time. We're not going to be able to drop 3 to 5 videos the following week, but we will be dropping a couple of videos while I'm gone, while I'm traveling on the next 2 Fridays. I'll pull over so I can hang out in the chat with you guys while they premiere. But it's going to be a good time. So going to do some traveling, going to have some fun. And then in 2025, we are launching our merch store. I got to get samples ordered first to make sure we like the quality so you guys can get t-shirts. And if you're in the UK, all over, they have international locations for fulfillment centers. So you don't have to pay a crazy international shipping rates. So we will get that launched. We're also going to upgrade our mics very soon and start our interview series where we're going to have King ISO on. We're going to have Ritz on. We're going to have Lyric Noel on. We're going to have some other boys from Omaha on. We're going to have some really cool people. Remember, reach out to some YouTube channels, maybe some people in the movie industry, the music industry. It's going to be a really good size. Please offer fitted sizes. Well, I tell you what, we're going to launch with a shirt, hopefully a hoodie, a hat, and stickers with the mainline logo. And then we've got a lot more stuff coming. And if you guys recommend something that you want, we will check it out. So I think they go up to 4 or 5X, depending on what is offered and what the shirt style is, but we're going through a fulfillment center, so it's whatever they've got.
Do you have anything that's for a guy shaped like ET?
Yes. I think we can work that out. I think we can work that out. But well, this has been amazing, everybody. This was the 2024 Christmas special on Cyber Skull Media. And does anybody have any other remarks, closing statements before we wrap this bitch up with a bow and send it on home?
Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I love all of you guys out there. Appreciate what you've done for us.
Ditto.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for being my online friends, because without them, I'm not sure I'd have any at all.
You're my real friend, Mikey.
Yes. Thank you, man. I've met you in person, so you are technically a real friend.
Yes.
All I have to say is we started this series with like 300 subscribers back in June, and our 45th posted episode in, we covered Chris Webby and Ren, and blew up our channel. And now we're sitting over 4,300 subscribers. We've got multiple collaborations in 2025 coming up with much larger channels than ourselves, from beer to football to current movies, TV shows, entertainment, to Uncle motherfucking Ray. Shout him out again for showing up today and dropping some super chat love. We have a lot of cool stuff coming, new series coming, and we have made way more money than we ever thought we would have made in the last 5 or 6 months. So it's all thanks to you guys that we can put this show on, that we can upgrade our equipment, that we can bring you guys better quality content. Thank you, every single one of you. You've been the greatest Christmas present any of us could have had this year. We love you guys. This has been Cyber School Media. This has been Hall of Fandom, and we will see all of you back here in 2025. We're going to have to do another episode in January, and we'll figure out what the fuck we're going to do. Have a good night. And hey, Mikey.
I'm gonna come.
Later.
Oh, I guess I'll leave you with this.
If this is their idea of Christmas, I gotta be here for New Year's.
Sweet summer bells all seem to say throw cares away. Christmas is here, bring